We live in a world that rewards speed, multitasking, and endless striving. Every day we are nudged, no, shoved, towards being faster, busier, more efficient. Yet, somewhere beneath the noise, there's a quiet part of you that longs to slow down, to breathe, to simply be. That's where mindfulness lives. Mindfulness isn't some exotic practice reserved for monks or mountaintops. It's not about forcing yourself to sit still for hours while trying to suppress your thoughts. Mindfulness is a way of seeing. It's the simple, profound art of coming home to yourself, fully awake, fully present, moment by moment. When I first stumbled across mindfulness, I thought it was just another wellness trend. But what I found was something much deeper. A hidden skill that can transform ordinary life into something vivid, meaningful, and beautifully connected. This book is your invitation to join that transformation. You don't need to retreat from the world or wait for the perfect moment to begin. You can start right here, while reading this sentence, washing dishes, walking to work, or pausing for a breath in between meetings. Throughout this journey, you'll discover practical, time-tested techniques that anyone can use. Whether you're a stressed-out professional, a curious beginner, or someone who simply wants to feel a little more alive in their own skin. Mindfulness isn't a race or a destination. It's the gentle revolution of showing up for your life. Let's begin. Introduction. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in each moment, engaging with whatever is happening right now. This means paying active, open attention to your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without rushing to label them or push them away. In this state, distraction dissolves and clarity emerges. When you cultivate mindfulness, you realize that the present moment is the only place where life is truly happening. Instead of being lost in worries about the future or regrets about the past, you learn to embrace each experience as it unfolds. It's as if you are a witness to your own life, observing the beauty and complexity of each second without distortion or interference. This practice invites you to slow down and appreciate the simple, mundane moments that may often go unnoticed. The aroma of your morning coffee, the warmth of the sun on your skin, or the sound of laughter nearby. These details become richer and more significant when you approach them with mindfulness. Mindfulness encourages us to approach our thoughts and feelings with an open heart and a gentle spirit, allowing us to observe them without judgment. This means recognizing that thoughts are simply thoughts. They do not define us. Feelings come and go like waves on the ocean, and with mindfulness, we can watch them rise and fall without getting swept away. When negative emotions surface, instead of reacting with frustration or self-criticism, mindfulness invites us to acknowledge their presence. You may ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? And why do I think this way? This practice of observing rather than reacting creates a safe space for self-exploration. It allows you to understand that your thoughts and feelings are temporary and do not need to control your actions. By becoming an observer of your inner landscape, you cultivate compassion towards yourself and others, creating a foundation for deeper connections and personal transformation. Embodying mindfulness in everyday life does not require lengthy rituals or grand gestures. Start small, perhaps by taking a few mindful breaths throughout your day. Pause to notice how it feels to breathe in and out, grounding yourself in the here and now. Aim to engage fully with whatever activity you are doing, whether that's eating, walking, or having a conversation. As you practice, you may find clarity and peace, guiding you through the ups and downs of life with a steady heart and mind. Each moment holds a lesson for you, waiting to unfold. Why mindfulness matters now more than ever. The rising pace of modern life has transformed our daily existence into a whirlwind of responsibilities, expectations, and constant distractions. With technology at our fingertips, information floods in from all angles, pulling our attention in every direction. This relentless pace can feel exhilarating, but it often comes at the cost of our mental well-being. Anxiety, stress, and overwhelm have become commonplace, making it challenging to connect with ourselves and the present moment. We find ourselves racing through our days, distracted by our devices and consumed by our to-do lists, leaving little room for reflection and self-care. This disconnect can lead to feelings of emptiness and fatigue, revealing just how crucial it is to slow down and cultivate a deeper awareness of our thoughts and feelings. Mindfulness offers a gentle yet powerful remedy to the chaos that defines our modern lives. It invites us to step back and engage with our experiences in a more conscious way. By practicing mindfulness, we develop a valuable skill set for resilience and coping strategies, allowing us to navigate challenges with greater ease. Mindfulness teaches us to notice when we are caught up in negative thought patterns or emotional upheavals, empowering us to respond rather than react. Each moment spent in mindful awareness helps us build emotional strength and provides the clarity needed to face our daily trials. Whether we are managing work pressure, personal relationships, or global uncertainties, the practice of mindfulness encourages us to center ourselves, creating a space to breathe and be present. Science meets stillness, benefits backed by research. Scientific studies illuminate the numerous benefits of mindfulness practice for both physical and psychological well-being. Research has shown that engaging in mindfulness techniques can lead to reductions in stress-related symptoms and even improve the functioning of the immune system. In a notable study published in the journal Health Psychology, participants who practiced mindfulness exhibited lower levels of the stress hormone cortisol. This suggests that mindfulness not only helps in managing current stress, but may also bolster our capacity to cope with future challenges. Furthermore, neuroimaging studies reveal that regular mindfulness practice can result in structural changes in the brain, particularly in areas associated with emotional regulation, attention, and self-awareness. Individuals who engage in mindfulness meditation often report feeling less anxious and more resilient in the face of life's challenges. This body of research underscores the powerful impact mindfulness can have on our overall health. When it comes to enhancing focus and reducing stress, mindfulness shines even brighter. Studies indicate that individuals who practice mindfulness can sustain attention more effectively than those who do not. This improved focus allows for greater productivity and fosters a clearer thought process, making it easier to navigate complex tasks. Furthermore, the practice serves as a vital tool for emotional health. Mindfulness encourages individuals to observe their thoughts and feelings non-judgmentally, creating space for self-compassion and understanding. This transformational shift can lead to fewer negative emotions, a heightened sense of satisfaction in daily life, and improved interpersonal relationships as individuals become more present and engaged with others. Incorporating mindfulness into daily life does not require extensive training or significant time commitments. Simple practices like focused breathing for a few minutes each day can yield profound benefits. Consider setting aside a moment each morning or evening to sit quietly, allowing your mind to settle and your breath to anchor you in the present. This practice can serve as a gentle reminder to slow down and reconnect with yourself amidst life's busyness. Even a brief pause to focus on your breath during a hectic day can help recalibrate your mind and reduce feelings of overwhelm. Embracing these small moments of stillness can gradually transform your relationship with stress, leading to a more centered and fulfilling life. How to use this book, from reading to practice. Incorporating the concepts and techniques from this book into your daily life can be a beautiful journey towards deeper awareness and fulfillment. Start by reflecting on the principles presented, allowing them to resonate within you. Each chapter offers practical insights that can be woven into your routines. When you move through your day, look for opportunities to embody these ideas. This could be as simple as integrating moments of mindfulness during mundane tasks like washing the dishes or commuting. Consider setting aside a specific time each day to revisit key concepts, perhaps in the morning to set your intentions or in the evening to reflect on how you embodied them throughout the day. The goal is to create gentle reminders, nudges that invite you to pause and engage with the world around you more fully. The practical application of mindfulness exercises alongside the theoretical knowledge enriches the learning experience. As you explore the exercises, approach them with curiosity and openness. Each exercise is an invitation to turn awareness into action, grounding the theory in lived experience. For instance, if you read about mindful breathing, try practicing it in various settings, while sitting quietly during a busy moment or when faced with stress. Notice the differences in your responses. Engage with these practices as if they were conversations with your own self, learning and adapting with each try. Embrace the process of experimentation. Not every technique will fit perfectly, and that's perfectly okay. This journey is about discovering what resonates with your unique rhythm. In sharing these teachings, remember that every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to a more centered and fulfilling life. Transformational change often blossoms from consistent, simple practices. Settle into the idea that it's less about achieving perfection and more about participating in the ongoing dance of existence. A useful tip to help you stay connected to these practices is to choose one technique that speaks to you and commit to it for a week. Notice how it shifts your awareness and interactions with yourself and others. Allow this time to evolve your understanding, and let your experiences inform how you carry these insights forward. Chapter 1. Understanding the Mind. The Nature of Thought and Attention. Thoughts shape our experience in profound ways. They color our perceptions, influence our emotions, and dictate our actions. When we engage with a specific idea, our attention naturally follows. This means that the nature of our thoughts can either uplift us or drag us down, depending on whether we choose to dwell on negative or positive narratives. For instance, when we focus on self-criticism, we might find ourselves feeling anxious or demotivated. Conversely, when we nurture constructive thoughts, such as gratitude or hope, our experience can shift towards a more optimistic outlook. This interplay highlights the significance of awareness. Our thoughts can act like a lens through which we view our world, either a clear and vibrant view or one that is clouded and bleak. The practice of mindfulness offers a valuable pathway to harness and redirect our focus. Mindfulness teaches us to observe our thoughts without judgment, creating space to choose how we engage with them. This cultivation of awareness allows us to recognize when our attention strays into negative territory. It encourages a gentle acknowledgement of these distractions, offering us a chance to redirect our focus back to the present moment. By practicing mindfulness, we strengthen our ability to shift our attention consciously rather than being swept away by the currents of our racing minds. Simple techniques like deep breathing or grounding exercises can serve as helpful anchors during this process, enabling us to reclaim our attention and foster a deeper connection to our experiences. Finding ways to engage with our thoughts and attention can lead to significant transformation in daily life. By inviting mindfulness into our routines, we start to notice the moments that often go unacknowledged: the warmth of sunlight, the sound of laughter, the simplicity of a quiet moment. Each of these experiences carries potential for joy and connection, reminding us of our capacity to cultivate a rich inner landscape. Setting aside just a few moments each day for reflection or meditation can help shift our attention from distraction to presence. With this practice, we nurture not only our ability to focus, but also the quality of our overall experiences, paving the way for a more fulfilling life journey. Automatic pilot, the modern mind's trap. Habitual thought patterns often operate beneath the surface of our awareness, quietly steering our emotions and actions without conscious input. These ingrained responses can create a sense of stress and dissatisfaction without us even noticing. For instance, consider how easily the mind drifts into negative self-talk during everyday situations. One might replay past mistakes or worry about future failures as a natural response to stress, only to find themselves trapped in a cycle of unfulfilling thoughts. This autopilot mode dulls our capacity for joy and appreciation, leading us to overlook the abundant moments available in the present. Over time, this disconnection from our immediate experiences can manifest in an overwhelming sense of discontent, as we miss out on connecting genuinely with ourselves and the world around us. Breaking free from these automatic responses begins with cultivating awareness. One effective strategy is to create space for reflection through mindfulness practices. By setting aside just a few moments each day to pause and check in with oneself, you open the door to greater self-awareness. This can be as simple as noticing the breath or observing thoughts without judgment. Journaling is another powerful tool. It allows you to externalize your thought patterns, helping to identify triggers and habitual reactions. Engaging in conversations with trusted friends or mentors can also illuminate aspects of your thinking you might not recognize on your own. Such dialogues create opportunities for honest reflection and can foster healthier responses to stress. The goal is to consciously choose how to react instead of letting ingrained habits dictate your responses automatically. As you embark on this journey of awareness, remember to approach yourself with kindness and compassion. It's okay to feel discomfort as you challenge these deeply rooted patterns. A practical tip is to adopt a mantra or an affirmation, something simple that resonates with you, and repeat it when you feel the familiar patterns of stress arise. Phrases like "I choose to be present" or "I am enough" can be grounding reminders that help shift your mindset toward a more conscious and fulfilling existence. By practicing patience and embracing the ebb and flow of this process, you can transform automatic reactions into intentional actions, paving the way for a more harmonious and engaged life. Recognizing the power of your thoughts is the first step toward reclaiming your inner peace and satisfaction. Awareness versus thinking. Being aware of our thoughts is like standing back and observing the clouds in the sky, while being lost in them feels more like being caught in a storm, swept along with every gust of wind. Awareness gives us the space to see our thoughts as they are, recognizing them as fleeting experiences rather than absolute truths. When we are lost in our thoughts, they can overwhelm us, trapping us in patterns of overthinking and rumination. This state often leads to anxiety and confusion, as we identify too closely with our racing thoughts, losing touch with the calmness that lies beneath. Understanding this distinction can be transformative, offering us a path toward greater emotional clarity and a more grounded sense of self. Mindfulness practices provide a valuable framework for cultivating this awareness. By focusing on the present moment, whether through breath awareness, mindful walking, or even simply observing our surroundings, we learn to create a gap between the thinker and the thoughts. This practice encourages us to let thoughts come and go without attachment, much like watching leaves drift down a stream. With consistent practice, mindfulness helps break the cycle of being lost in thought, allowing us to acknowledge what we are feeling and thinking without the need to react or judge. This cultivation of awareness nurtures a more compassionate relationship with ourselves, fostering a sense of control and peace. To truly benefit from this practice, set aside time each day to simply sit in silence, breathing softly, and returning your focus to the breath whenever your mind begins to wander. Over time, you may find the storm of thoughts becoming less turbulent, creating more space for clarity and calm. This small yet profound shift can transform how you experience life, helping you to engage with the world from a place of understanding rather than reaction. The first step, noticing. Noticing your thoughts is like turning on a light in a dark room. It allows you to see what has been hidden. Becoming aware of your thoughts is a foundational aspect of mindfulness, as it opens the door to deeper self-understanding. Every thought, whether joyful, anxious, or mundane, has something to teach you about your inner landscape. When you take a moment to notice these thoughts, you create a space between yourself and the constant chatter of your mind. This is not about judging or changing your thoughts, but simply observing them as they arise. The more you practice this noticing, the more you begin to recognize thought patterns and triggers. This awareness then empowers you to respond to life with intention rather than react impulsively. To enhance your self-awareness, consider starting with simple observation exercises that ground you in the present moment. One effective method is to set aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly. As you settle into your space, gently close your eyes and focus on your breath. Notice how it feels as the air flows in and out of your body. When thoughts come to mind, acknowledge them without judgment. Simply recognize them as passing clouds in the sky of your mind. You might say to yourself, thinking, as a reminder to bring your focus back to your breath. Another useful exercise is to engage in mindful walking. As you walk, pay attention to the sensations in your feet, the sounds around you, and the rhythm of your movements. This practice of noticing can transform routine moments into powerful awareness. Ultimately, cultivating the habit of noticing your thoughts and experiences with curiosity and kindness can lead to profound personal transformation. Being aware of your inner dialogue is a significant step toward nurturing a more compassionate relationship with yourself. It can be as simple as taking a pause in your day to check in with your feelings or asking yourself what you truly need in that moment. This practice is all about creating a gentle space where you can explore what it means to be fully present in your own life. Remember, each moment you choose to notice and embrace your inner world is a step toward greater clarity and peace. Chapter 2. What mindfulness is and isn't. Definitions across cultures and traditions. Mindfulness is interpreted in diverse ways that reflect the unique cultural and spiritual contexts of various traditions. In Buddhism, mindfulness is deeply rooted in the teachings of the Buddha, emphasizing present moment awareness and the non-judgmental observation of thoughts, feelings, and sensations. This practice is seen as a path to enlightenment, aiming to cultivate a profound understanding of the self and the nature of reality. In contrast, Western interpretations often emphasize mindfulness as a therapeutic tool for reducing stress and anxiety, disconnecting from its intricate spiritual origins. Similarly, indigenous practices around the world incorporate mindfulness into daily life, viewing it as a way to honor the earth and connect with the community. Each cultural lens adds depth and richness to the understanding of mindfulness, demonstrating that it is not a monolithic concept, but rather a complex, multifaceted practice that adapts to the needs of different societies. Despite the varied interpretations, certain universal themes unite these diverse expressions of mindfulness. Awareness and presence are foundational elements that resonate across cultures. The shared understanding of being fully engaged in the moment fosters a sense of connection, both to oneself and to the wider world. Additionally, many traditions emphasize compassion and non-judgment, encouraging practitioners to approach their experiences with kindness and openness. This inclusivity is what makes mindfulness appealing to so many people, transcending barriers of time, space, and belief systems. The transformational power of mindfulness lies in its ability to guide individuals towards greater self-awareness and emotional resilience, inviting them to explore their inner landscapes and develop a more harmonious relationship with their surroundings. To integrate mindfulness into your life, start by dedicating just a few minutes each day to a simple practice. Whether it's focusing on your breath, observing the sensations in your body, or engaging fully with your surroundings, find a way to ground yourself in the present moment. Let this be a small yet powerful step towards a more mindful existence. Common misconceptions. Many people hold misconceptions about mindfulness that can create barriers to their practice. One of the most common myths is that mindfulness requires an empty mind or complete silence. This belief can discourage individuals who find it challenging to quiet their thoughts, leading them to think mindfulness is unattainable. In reality, mindfulness is about observing thoughts without judgment, allowing them to come and go. It welcomes the busy mind and invites individuals to engage with their thoughts rather than fight against them, creating a more compassionate and accepting practice. Another frequent myth is that mindfulness is solely about meditation. While meditation is one way to practice mindfulness, it is not the only method. Mindfulness can be cultivated in everyday activities, like eating, walking, or even doing laundry, by bringing awareness to the present moment. It encourages individuals to fully experience life as it unfolds rather than getting lost in the past or the future. Because of this, many who think they don't have time for formal meditation could still embrace mindfulness through simple daily rituals, infusing mindfulness into their routines without requiring extra time. It is also important to clarify that mindfulness is not about achieving any particular state of bliss or happiness. The journey of mindfulness involves experiencing a wide range of emotions, both pleasant and unpleasant. It teaches us to acknowledge and accept all feelings as valid. By cultivating a sense of curiosity and openness to our experiences, we learn that what we often label as negative emotions hold value in our personal growth. This perspective transforms our relationship with feelings, fostering resilience and understanding rather than avoidance. Ultimately, mindfulness is about the quality of awareness we bring to our daily lives. It's accessible to everyone. It doesn't require special skills or extensive resources. By recognizing these misconceptions, one can open the door to the profound teachings of mindfulness, embracing its transformative power in a manner that feels genuine and achievable. To incorporate mindfulness into your life, consider taking just a few intentional breaths with awareness each day, steadily building your practice from there. This small step can create ripples of change and promote a deeper connection to the present moment. Mindfulness versus meditation. Mindfulness and meditation are often seen as interchangeable, but they hold distinct meanings and applications in our lives. Mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment, engaging with our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. It can be woven into the fabric of our daily activities, whether we are eating, walking, or simply breathing. The essence of mindfulness lies in awareness and acceptance, encouraging us to immerse ourselves fully in our experiences, no matter how small or mundane they may seem. On the other hand, formal meditation is a structured practice that involves setting aside specific time to cultivate mindfulness through techniques such as guided imagery, breath awareness, or loving kindness. While meditation encourages deep concentration and often requires a quiet space, mindfulness thrives in the busy, everyday moments of our lives, reminding us that peace can exist even amidst chaos. To truly embrace a mindfulness journey, it is vital to recognize that it is not restricted to meditation alone. Mindfulness can be seen as a holistic practice, integrating various aspects of our lives and encouraging a gentle curiosity toward our experiences. This journey invites us to carry the principles of mindfulness off the meditation cushion and into our interactions, work, and personal time. Integrating mindfulness into our routines can foster a sense of wholeness, enhancing the benefits we gain from formal meditation and deepening our understanding of self. As we explore this journey, we realize that each moment of awareness enriches our capacity for compassion, gratitude, and connection with ourselves and others, creating a seamless blend of stillness and action. Embracing both mindfulness and meditation offers a richer tapestry of experiences, enriching our lives on multiple levels. A practical tip to enhance your mindfulness practice involves setting intentional reminders throughout your day to pause and check in with yourself. You might choose specific times, like when you sit down to eat or before you begin a new task, to take a few mindful breaths and fully engage in the moment. By doing so, you create a bridge between the structured practice of meditation and the spontaneous moments of mindfulness, making the journey feel more integrated and alive. This approach nurtures a lasting awareness that can carry you through the ebb and flow of life. Presence versus performance. Being present in any activity often outweighs the pursuit of an unattainable perfection. When we focus on the here and now, we can immerse ourselves fully in experiences, allowing deeper connections to form, whether in relationships, creative endeavors, or even daily routines. The pressure to perform flawlessly can lead to anxiety and self-doubt, overshadowing the joy of participation. Embracing presence fosters a sense of peace and authenticity, which in turn enriches our lives. Instead of measuring our worth by external standards or the outcome of our actions, we can find value in the act of engaging itself. It liberates us from the confines of perfectionism and creates space for growth and learning. Inviting the practice of presence into all areas of our lives opens the door to a more fulfilling existence. This involves bringing our awareness to the moment and savoring life's simple pleasures, whether it's a conversation with a friend, the beauty of nature, or the satisfaction of completing a task. It encourages us to listen actively, observe thoughtfully, and respond with intention. By cultivating presence, we deepen our experiences and enhance our relationships. It also allows us to navigate challenges with a clearer mind and open heart. If we commit to this practice, we begin to see the world differently, filled with possibilities rather than pressures, leading to a more grounded and satisfying life. To integrate presence into your daily life, try to set aside a few moments each day for mindfulness. This can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths, observing your surroundings without judgment, or practicing gratitude for what is, rather than what could be. Over time, these small moments of presence can transform your experience, making each day more vibrant and meaningful. Chapter 3. Mindful Breathing. Anchoring in the breath. Breathing serves as a primary anchor for mindfulness practice, providing a simple yet profound way to connect with the present moment. Each breath offers us a doorway to awareness, drawing our attention inward and away from the distractions of the mind. The act of breathing is something we often take for granted, but by intentionally focusing on our breath, we can easily bring ourselves back to the here and now. This engagement creates a sturdy foundation from which we can cultivate mindfulness, helping to soothe our racing thoughts and ground us in a more serene state of being. Awareness of our breath can significantly ground us in the present moment, allowing us to experience life more fully. By paying close attention to the rhythm of each inhale and exhale, we can observe the sensations in our body, fostering a sense of connection and presence. When we focus on breathing, it's as if we're tuning into a natural rhythm that has always been there, yet often remains unnoticed. This gentle practice encourages us to embrace the simplicity of the now, creating a refuge from the chaos of our busy lives. Whether we're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, or just lost in thought, returning to the breath invites a deeper sense of calm and clarity. Engaging in this practice can transform our experience of daily life. It invites us to take those few moments throughout the day to pause, breathe, and reconnect with ourselves. By reminding ourselves that each breath is a gift, we cultivate gratitude and presence. Embracing breath awareness doesn't require special skills or extensive training. It's something every person can incorporate into their routine. Take a moment to close your eyes, inhale deeply, and feel how it anchors you. Let this practice become a gentle reminder to return to the present, allowing the breath to be your steadfast guide through life. Techniques. box breathing for 7-8 and more. Breathing techniques can serve as a gentle guide back to a place of calm and clarity. Box breathing, also known as square breathing, is a simple yet effective method that can help ground us during moments of stress or anxiety. To practice, start by inhaling deeply through your nose for a count of 4, allowing your lungs to fill completely. Hold that breath for another count of 4, feeling the fullness in your chest. Next, exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 4, witnessing the tension release with each breath out. Finally, pause for another count of 4 before inhaling again. This rhythmic pattern, repeated several times, encourages a feeling of stability and peace. The focus on counting and breathing creates a mindful experience, allowing thoughts to settle like leaves gently falling from trees. The 4-7-8 technique offers a slightly different approach to breath work, designed to promote relaxation and help with sleep. To begin, find a comfortable position sitting or lying down. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold that breath for a count of 7, letting your heart rate naturally slow. Finally, exhale completely through your mouth for a count of 8, ensuring that all air leaves your lungs. This process can be repeated 3 to 4 times, creating a soothing rhythm that invites calm into your being. The prolonged exhalation is particularly important. It engages the parasympathetic nervous system, encouraging a tranquil state and making it easier for the body to transition into rest. As you explore these techniques, remember that the key is consistency and intention. Set aside a few minutes each day, perhaps in the morning or before sleep, to practice these breathing exercises. Create a serene environment, free from distractions, and embrace the experience with an open heart. Be gentle with yourself. Sometimes, thoughts may wander or difficulties may arise. Acknowledge this and return your focus to your breath, learning over time to cultivate a more profound sense of tranquility. If you wish to enhance your practice further, consider pairing these techniques with visualization, imagining a peaceful place or memory as you breathe. This can deepen your relaxation and strengthen the connection between your mind and body, ultimately transforming your relationship with stress and fostering a greater sense of well-being. Overcoming restlessness. Restlessness can often emerge unexpectedly during practice, whether it's in meditation, yoga, or any other discipline requiring focus. Many experience this discomfort as a sense of agitation or a constant need to shift positions, which arises from the mind's natural tendency to wander. It's common to feel pressure to perform perfectly, leading to further unease. Acknowledging that this sensation is shared can help ease the burden. Recognizing restlessness as part of the human experience allows for a more compassionate response to ourselves. Instead of resisting the discomfort, leaning into it can transform it into an opportunity for understanding and growth. To cultivate patience and stillness amidst distractions, one effective strategy is to develop a practice of mindfulness. Begin by anchoring your attention to your breath. Every time the mind drifts away, gently bring it back, without judgment. This act of returning can be empowering and familiarizing. Another useful technique is to create a designated space for practice that is calming and free from interruptions. Surrounding yourself with soothing elements, like soft lighting or comforting scents, can enhance your ability to settle into the moment. Incorporating small rituals, such as lighting a candle or playing soft music, can also ground you. Gradually, these rituals encourage a deeper sense of tranquility as your mind begins to associate them with stillness. In practical terms, remember to give yourself permission to be where you are. It's okay to feel restless. It's a part of the journey. When faced with distraction, consider pausing and spending a moment in deep observation of what you feel in your body. Notice the sensations, the emotions, and even the thoughts without trying to change them. This awareness can unfold into a surprising kind of peace. Ultimately, the key lies in embracing discomfort with openness. As you navigate restlessness, you may find that it transforms into a softer, quieter space within, allowing for deeper exploration and connection to your practice. The breath as a gateway to presence. Focusing on the breath is a powerful way to open up a pathway to deeper mindfulness. When we bring our attention to the breath, we shift our awareness from the chaotic buzz of thoughts and distractions to a single, steady anchor. This simple act of breathing slowly draws us into the present moment. Each inhale fills our lungs with life, while every exhale releases tension, making space for clarity. As we consciously tune into our breath, we become more aware of our surroundings, our thoughts, and our feelings. We can let go of the weight of the past and the worries of the future, arriving fully in this moment where life truly unfolds. This practice serves not only to ground us, but also to cultivate a profound sense of peace and connection to ourselves. The breath acts as a gentle guide, reminding us that presence is always accessible, waiting for us to return to it. Moreover, our breath is intrinsically linked to our emotional state. When we are anxious or stressed, our breath tends to become shallow and rapid, signaling our body's fight or flight response. In contrast, when we feel calm and relaxed, our breathing is deep and rhythmic. By becoming aware of our breath, we gain insight into our emotional landscape. It allows us to recognize feelings that may be in the background, perhaps ones we've been too busy to acknowledge. Taking a moment to notice our breath can reveal how we truly feel, whether we are harboring tension, excitement, sadness, or joy. This connection is a profound reminder that our emotions are intertwined with our physical being, and nurturing our breath nurtures our emotional well-being. As we practice being present with our breath, we also create space for self-reflection, leading to greater emotional awareness and understanding. To integrate these reflections into daily life, try taking mindful moments throughout your day. Whether you are sitting at your desk, waiting in line, or simply enjoying a cup of tea, pause to notice your breath. Inhale deeply, hold for a moment, and then exhale slowly. Observe how this simple act can shift your perspective and emotional state. With practice, you will find that being present becomes a more natural part of your life, gradually transforming your interactions, your choices, and your overall sense of well-being. Chapter 4: Body Scan and Somatic Awareness. What the body can teach you. The intricate relationship between body awareness and emotional well-being is often overlooked in the rush of daily life. When we pause to listen to our bodies, we uncover a language that speaks volumes about our inner emotional landscape. Many people carry unprocessed emotions as tension or discomfort. For instance, feeling anxious may manifest as tightness in the chest, while sadness might settle in the shoulders. By cultivating body awareness, we can begin to recognize these signals and understand what they tell us about our emotional state. This awareness allows us to approach our feelings with compassion, offering a space to process rather than suppress. Such connection fosters a healthier relationship with our emotions, enabling us to respond to life's challenges with greater resilience and understanding. The body holds a unique wisdom that can profoundly enhance our mindfulness practice. By tuning into our physical sensations, we awaken to the present moment, grounding ourselves in the here and now. This can be achieved through practices such as deep listening to our breath, noticing the weight of our bodies against the ground, or feeling textures against our skin. These simple yet profound experiences can guide our awareness, helping us to cultivate a mindfulness that is rooted in real-life experiences. When we allow ourselves to feel, we can process and release emotions that might otherwise go unacknowledged. Such practices are not merely exercises. They are invitations to engage deeply with ourselves, nurturing a sense of unity between mind and body. Embracing this connection does not mean that we must have all the answers or be free of emotional pain. Instead, it invites us to face our realities with an open heart and a willing spirit. Each moment offers a chance for growth and transformation, and by listening to our bodies, we can uncover insights that guide our journey. The next time you find yourself feeling overwhelmed or disconnected, take a moment to pause. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and direct your attention inward. Notice any sensations, feelings, or thoughts that arise. This simple act of attunement can help anchor you in the present, illuminating pathways of understanding and healing. Remember, your body is not just a vessel. It is a wise and integral part of your emotional experience. Full body scan technique. The body scan is a powerful mindfulness practice that encourages deep relaxation and fosters introspection. This technique invites you to turn your awareness inward, exploring the sensations within your body. By cultivating this awareness, you can develop a compassionate understanding of yourself, identify areas of tension, and discover the transformative power of being present in your own skin. Practicing the body scan can help create a sense of calm amidst the chaos of everyday life, allowing you to reconnect with your inner self and nurture your emotional well-being. To begin your full body scan, find a comfortable position, whether lying down or sitting. Start by bringing your attention to your breath and noticing how it flows in and out. As you settle into this rhythm, begin at the top of your head. Acknowledge any sensations you feel there, perhaps warmth, tingling, or tension. Gradually move your attention down to your forehead, eyes, and jaw, consciously relaxing these areas as you go. Continue down through your neck and shoulders, guiding your awareness to any tightness or discomfort and breathing into those spaces. Allow your focus to travel through your chest, abdomen, hips, legs, and finally your feet. Accept each sensation without judgment, letting go of any need to fix or change anything. This practice can take anywhere from a few minutes to a half hour, depending on your preference. Every time you practice, you may notice new layers of tension or relaxation, deepening your connection to yourself. As you finish the scan, take a moment to breathe and reflect on the experience. Notice any shifts in your body or state of mind. It's beneficial to incorporate this practice into your routine, especially during times of stress. You might find that setting aside a few minutes each day for a full body scan can be a simple yet profound way to cultivate a habit of mindfulness and self-care. The more you engage with this technique, the more attuned you will become to your body's needs, and the better equipped you will be to navigate stress with a clearer perspective. Embrace it as a part of your journey toward greater awareness and a deeper connection with yourself. Releasing tension mindfully. Tension is a silent companion in many of our lives, often creeping in without our conscious awareness. It makes its home in our bodies and minds, manifesting as a tightness in the shoulders, a furrow in the brow, or an unshakable sense of unease. The impact of this tension is profound and ripples through our physical and mental health. When we carry unresolved tension, it can lead to chronic pain, fatigue, and a host of stress-related illnesses. Mentally, it weighs us down, creating anxiety, irritability, and feelings of overwhelm. This constant low-level stress can overshadow our daily experiences, making it hard to enjoy life's simple pleasures. By recognizing how tension affects us, we can begin to address it, bringing our attention back to a state of calm and clarity. Mindful techniques offer a pathway to gradually recognize and release this tension. Start by acknowledging where you feel tension in your body. You can do this by simply closing your eyes, taking a deep breath, and scanning your body from head to toe. Notice any areas that hold tightness or discomfort. With each exhale, invite a sense of softness into those areas, imagining the tension melting away. Progressive muscle relaxation is another effective method. This involves tensing and then relaxing each muscle group in your body, helping you to become aware of what relaxation feels like. As you progress through your muscles, you may find that the act of intentional release reveals a deeper layer of calm, transforming your state of being. The practice of mindfulness also encourages you to focus on your breaths. Slow, deliberate breaths create a rhythm that calms the nervous system, grounding you in the present moment. Each inhale can be a time to gather your thoughts, while each exhale releases what no longer serves you. This gentle focus fosters a sense of connection with your body, allowing you to respond rather than react to the tension that arises. There is a profound simplicity in learning to listen to your body and respond with kindness. As you embark on this journey of mindful tension release, consider weaving these practices into your daily routine. Maybe you find a few minutes in the morning to check in with your physical state or create a calming ritual before bed. The key is consistency and patience with yourself. Over time, what begins as an intentional practice can evolve into a natural response to life's stressors. Each moment spent in mindfulness can lead to a deeper understanding of your body, your mind, and ultimately, your true self. For a practical tip, set a reminder on your phone to pause for a few deep breaths each day. By cultivating this small yet meaningful habit, you create space for peace, making way for a life enriched by presence and awareness. Listening to inner signals. Tuning into your body can transform your mindfulness journey in profound ways. Often, we overlook the subtle signals our bodies send us, brushed aside in the chaos of daily life. Becoming more attentive to these bodily sensations allows us to cultivate a deeper connection with ourselves. Notice how your body feels when you're happy or when something doesn't sit right with you. Each emotion carries a unique vibration, a specific energy that can manifest physically. For instance, you might find your stomach tightening in stressful situations or a sense of lightness when you are at peace. By acknowledging these sensations, you create a space for insight, guiding your thoughts and actions to become more aligned with your authentic self. Integrating this awareness into your daily life can be a gentle yet powerful practice. Start by checking in with yourself throughout the day. Pause to breathe and ask, how does my body feel right now? You can set reminders on your phone or use moments in transit or while waiting to reconnect with yourself. When faced with decisions, big or small, tap into these bodily cues. If a choice feels off, you might sense discomfort or tension. Conversely, a positive decision may feel warm or expansive. This method doesn't just help in making decisions. It nurtures a habit of self-trust and presence, encouraging you to honor your needs and desires authentically. By creating this habit of listening to your body, you cultivate a mindful life, rich in insight and compassion. As you embark on this journey of listening to your inner signals, remember to be patient with yourself. This practice may feel unfamiliar at first, but with time, it can become a natural part of your decision-making process. Consider keeping a journal where you record your experiences, noting how bodily sensations align with your choices. Reflecting on these entries can provide invaluable insights into your ongoing growth and mindfulness. Ultimately, the goal is not perfection but a deeper connection with yourself and a more harmonious existence guided by the still, wise voice within. Chapter 5. Mindful Walking. Turning movement into meditation. Walking can transform into a moving meditation practice, a gentle flow that connects body and mind. Each step you take can become a mindful experience, enriching your awareness of the present moment. As you walk, notice the sensation of your feet making contact with the ground. Feel the subtle movements in your legs and the shift of weight as you glide forward. Allow your breath to guide you. The rhythmic inhale and exhale can synchronize beautifully with your pace, creating a harmonious dance between your body and the earth beneath you. Walking in this way can invite a sense of peace and clarity. The world around you fades into a soft backdrop as you turn your attention inward, embracing the gentle ebb and flow of your thoughts as they come and go. This practice creates a space for contemplation, healing, and stillness amidst the busyness of life. The importance of intention in mindful walking cannot be overstated. Setting a clear intention before you begin your journey allows you to cultivate mindfulness in each step. Perhaps your intention is to find calmness in chaos or to connect more deeply with nature. Carry this focus with you like a guiding star as you walk. Each intention transforms your movement from a simple act of locomotion into a sacred practice. When you anchor yourself in your purpose, you invite a deeper relationship with your environment. Your surroundings begin to whisper their secrets, the rustling leaves and the chirping birds become part of your meditative tapestry. It's not just about the act of walking. It's about nurturing awareness and fostering a sense of gratitude for each moment. This intentionality matters because it shapes your experience, allowing for growth and understanding in every journey you undertake. As you embrace this moving meditation practice, consider establishing a simple ritual to help deepen your experience. Before you set out, take a few moments to breathe deeply, gather your thoughts, and affirm your intention for the walk ahead. Let this moment serve as a reminder that walking can be more than just a form of exercise. It can be a pathway to self-discovery and tranquility. Aim to bring your awareness back to the present whenever your mind wanders. The process may not always feel effortless, but it is through this gentle guidance that profound transformation can occur. The journey lies in the rhythm of your breath and the steadfastness of your footsteps, leading you to a place where motion meets mindfulness, and every step becomes a step towards inner peace. Walking techniques from Zen and Vipassana. Mindful walking is an integral practice in various traditions, particularly in Zen Buddhism and Vipassana meditation. These traditions emphasize being fully present in the moment, which transforms the simple act of walking into a meditative experience. In Zen, walking meditation, known as kinhin, contrasts with seated meditation. Practitioners walk slowly, focusing on each step, the sensation of the ground beneath their feet, and the breath flowing in and out of the body. This practice fosters a deep connection with the earth, grounding the practitioner in the present and inviting a sense of calm and focus. Likewise, Vipassana, with its roots in mindfulness, encourages walkers to engage their senses fully. As they walk, practitioners can observe not only their bodily movements but also the environment around them, the rustle of leaves, the patter of rain, or the warmth of sunlight. Each of these elements enriches the experience, allowing the walker to flow in harmony with their surroundings. Exploring and adapting these mindful walking techniques can lead to profound personal insights and transformations. Each individual's experience is unique, suggesting that the key lies in personalizing these practices. Some may find that they resonate with the slow, deliberate pace of Zen, while others prefer the more observational style of Vipassana. There is no one-size-fits-all approach. Walking can take place in various environments, from bustling city streets to quiet parks, and creating your own mindful practice may involve experimenting. Adjust the pace to suit your mood, vary the routes, or even add elements like breath awareness or visualizations. Allowing yourself to wander freely can unlock new layers of understanding about both yourself and the world around you. Embrace the opportunity to engage fully, tuning into how your body feels as you move, how the air smells, and what stories the world has to tell. This is not merely walking. It is an invitation to experience life more fully, one step at a time. As you venture into these practices, remember that mindfulness is not just a discipline to be mastered, but a journey to be experienced. Begin with small, intentional steps. Perhaps designate a specific time each day for mindful walking, or choose a location that inspires tranquility. Notice how each step feels, and observe any thoughts or distractions that arise without judgment. Allow yourself the grace to be present, to wander, and to feel. Ultimately, this integration of body and mind during walking can lead to a more vibrant and connected existence, nurturing both your spirit and well-being. Engaging the senses. Walking mindfully allows us to connect deeply with our surroundings, inviting us to experience the world through our senses. When we engage our sense of sight, we become aware of the subtle changes in color, light, and shadow that dance across the landscape. The vibrant hues of blooming flowers, the intricate patterns on tree bark, and the gentle sway of grass in the breeze create a tapestry that enriches our experience. Each step we take can reveal hidden details, encouraging us to pause and appreciate the beauty that often goes unnoticed. As we immerse ourselves in our surroundings, we anchor ourselves in the present moment, fostering a sense of peace and grounding. Sound is another essential element that enhances our walking experience. The soft rustle of leaves, the distant chirping of birds, or the rhythmic crunch of gravel beneath our feet can provide a soothing backdrop that calms our mind. By tuning into these sounds, we not only cultivate awareness, but also create an internal dialogue that connects us to the environment. Imagine the gentle hum of nature as a symphony crafted just for you, reminding you that you are part of something larger. This auditory awareness can help us navigate our thoughts and feelings, allowing us to find clarity amid the noise of everyday life. The sensation of touch also plays a vital role in mindful walking. Whether it's the cool breeze on your skin, the warmth of sunlight, or the texture of the ground beneath your feet, each sensation invites you to return to your body and the present moment. Feeling the grass, smooth stones, or sandy earth can evoke a sense of connection and belonging. As you walk, let your hands brush against the leaves or run along a wall, reconnecting with the tangible world. This simple practice can ground you in your physical experience, reminding you of the beauty inherent in every moment. Engaging the senses not only enriches your walking experience, but can transform it into a journey of self-discovery and mindfulness. To enhance this sensory experience during your walks, intentionally set aside time to focus on one sense each time you walk. For example, designate one walk to truly immerse yourself in sound. Seek out the whispers of nature and the conversations of those around you. On another day, focus on sight and notice the full spectrum of colors and shapes in your path. By giving yourself the space to engage with one sense at a time, you will deepen your connection to your environment and enrich the experience of each walk. Walking as a life practice. Integrating mindful walking into your everyday life can be a transformative experience, allowing for moments of reflection and connection with the present. Whether it's taking a stroll to the grocery store, walking to a meeting, or simply enjoying the path in your neighborhood, the practice of walking mindfully encourages you to immerse yourself in the sensations around you. Feel the ground beneath your feet, notice the shift of your body as you move, and breathe deeply. Each step becomes an invitation to engage with your surroundings fully. This mindfulness practice transcends the confines of formal meditation, allowing you to cultivate awareness in your daily routine. By incorporating these small moments of intentional walking, you can gradually cultivate a rich tapestry of mindfulness that influences your entire day. Walking also has a profound ability to clear the mind and instill a sense of calm. As you walk, the rhythmic motion can help release pent-up thoughts, allowing your mind to quiet down. The act of moving through space encourages a natural release of stress and tension. In many ways, walking serves as a form of meditation, where problems become less overwhelming and clarity begins to emerge. Focus on your breath and the unique sensations that each step provides, letting go of distractions and worries. This simple yet powerful practice has the potential to cultivate a deep sense of peace within you, helping you to see things from a different angle. By making walking a habit, you can create pockets of tranquility in your busy life, nurturing both your mental clarity and emotional well-being. As you embrace walking as a life practice, consider setting aside time each day specifically for this purpose, even if it's just for a few minutes. Choose a path you enjoy and allow your awareness to expand with each step. Instead of relying on distractions like your phone or headphones, bring your attention back to your breath or the sounds around you. Witness the beauty of the world unfolding, even in the smallest details, and allow this experience to enrich your life. By integrating mindful walking into your daily rhythm, you open the door to a more grounded existence, filled with clarity, calm, and connection. Chapter 6. Loving-kindness, Metta. The heart practice. Loving-kindness, or Metta, is a practice that invites us to cultivate compassion for ourselves and others. This isn't just a passive emotion. It is an active way of embracing the world around us with warmth and tenderness. When we engage in loving-kindness meditation, we open our hearts to feelings of love and care, not just toward those we cherish, but also to ourselves, even in our most unloving moments. This practice encourages us to realize that everyone around us carries their own burdens, struggles, and dreams. By directing our kindness outward, we begin to foster a sense of connection, reducing the walls of isolation that can envelop us. Loving kindness nurtures a space in our hearts where empathy thrives, prompting us to respond to suffering, including our own, with a gentle touch rather than harsh judgment. This process transforms our internal landscape, helping us become more resilient, compassionate beings. The beauty of loving kindness is that it is inclusive. It grows from the simple act of wishing well for others, including those we find difficult to understand. Understanding the intention behind loving kindness meditations is vital. Intention shapes every aspect of our practice. When we approach each meditation with a sincere wish to cultivate love and compassion, we create fertile ground for transformation. It is important to recognize that the power of loving kindness lies not just in the words we say during meditation, but in the heartfelt intention that fuels them. For instance, silently repeating phrases such as "May I be happy," "May I be healthy," and "May I be at peace" is more than just a ritual. It is an invitation to our inner selves to awaken to these feelings. When our intentions are clear and genuine, we naturally align ourselves with those qualities. This alignment can help soften our hearts and guide our actions towards kindness, both in moments of meditation and in our daily lives. Through this intentional practice, we can manifest a deep-seated kindness that ripples outward into our relationships and interactions with the world. Incorporating loving kindness into your daily life can be as simple as dedicating a few moments each day to reflect on your intentions. Take a quiet moment where you can sit comfortably and breathe deeply. Visualize someone you love and silently wish them happiness and health. Then, shift that focus toward yourself, extending the same warmth inward. Remember, this practice is not about perfection. It's about the sincere effort to cultivate a heart that is open and loving. As you develop this habit, you may notice a subtle shift in how you perceive yourself and others, leading to richer and more meaningful connections. Allow yourself to embrace this journey, knowing that each moment you dedicate to loving kindness contributes to a larger transformation within you and the world around you. Sending compassion to self and others. To cultivate compassion towards others, it is essential to start with oneself. This often involves recognizing and accepting your own feelings, thoughts, and imperfections without judgment. When you treat yourself with kindness, you unlock the door to truly understanding and empathizing with the struggles of those around you. Self-compassion means embracing your humanity and realizing that everyone faces difficulty at times. You can begin this journey by approaching yourself as you would a dear friend, offering understanding in moments of pain, celebrating your successes, and forgiving your mistakes. Engage in reflective practices, such as journaling or quiet meditation, to explore what compassion means to you. Notice the moments in which you are hard on yourself, and gently remind yourself that you are worthy of love and kindness. This inner nurturing creates a solid foundation from which compassion for others can blossom. In loving-kindness practice, affirmations serve as powerful tools to connect with your heart and foster compassion. As you recite these phrases, allow yourself to feel their meaning deeply. Some useful affirmations include, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, and may I live with ease." These words can be expanded to include others in your life by saying, "May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, and may you live with ease." The repetition of these phrases helps to align your thoughts and intentions towards compassion. It's essential to approach these affirmations with sincerity, taking time to visualize and genuinely wish for the well-being of yourself and others. Allow these heartfelt sentiments to resonate within you, creating a ripple effect that extends beyond yourself. With each repetition, you'll nurture a deeper connection to both your own needs and those of the people around you. Wherever you find yourself in this compassionate journey, remember that it is not always smooth or linear. Compassion is an evolving practice, one that requires patience and attention. As you embrace your own struggles, it becomes easier to relate to the challenges faced by others. Designate time each day for these practices, however small, allowing them to organically incorporate into your routine. Consider setting a daily intention to extend compassion towards yourself first, and witness how it naturally radiates outwards to those in your world. This commitment to kindness can transform the way you engage with yourself and others, creating a more compassionate life. Each step taken towards self-compassion is a step towards collective compassion, a gift to both you and those you love. Dealing with difficult people. Extending loving kindness to those who trigger negative feelings presents a genuine challenge. Often, when we encounter difficult individuals, we may feel an instinctive rush of irritation, frustration, or even anger. These emotions can obscure our ability to respond with grace. It's important to recognize that these feelings are valid. Acknowledging them is the first step toward navigating the complexity of our interactions. When someone pushes our buttons, it can act as a mirror, reflecting back our unresolved issues or vulnerabilities. Instead of resisting these feelings, we can choose to observe them without judgment. This shift from response to reflection paves the way for a deeper understanding of not only ourselves, but also the person in front of us. Withdrawal into ourselves can feel tempting, yet a more fulfilling approach lies in extending compassion. This can begin with simple thoughts of wishing the other person well, even if that feels far from the reality of our initial reactions. Alongside this, cultivating an awareness of our triggers can help us engage more consciously with the difficulties posed by others. Developing strategies to cultivate compassion amid interpersonal conflicts is essential for nurturing healthier relationships. One effective technique involves pausing before reacting. This gives us time to breathe, center ourselves, and assess the situation. Practicing mindfulness allows us to become more responsive rather than reactive, creating space for compassion to emerge. Imagining the struggles of the other person can also shift our perspective. Often, those who are difficult are fighting their own battles, and remembering this can soften our hearts. Additionally, practicing empathy, putting ourselves in their shoes, can reveal insights into their behavior, which may stem from fear, pain, or misunderstanding. We can also experiment with intentional acts of kindness, even when we might not feel like being kind. Offering a simple smile, a compliment, or just being present can create a connection that transforms the dynamic. It's about finding small ways to respond instead of retreating into negativity. In the face of these challenges, it helps to remember that compassion is a practice, not a destination. It's about consistently choosing to approach difficult interactions with a warm heart. The next time you encounter someone who tries your patience, take a deep breath and remind yourself that your reaction is a choice. Ground yourself in loving kindness and allow that energy to flow through you, regardless of how you feel in that moment. This approach not only aids in personal transformation, but also fosters a more compassionate world, one interaction at a time. Remember that every difficult person is an opportunity to grow in empathy and understanding, and with inner work, these challenges can become gateways to deeper connections. The ripple effect of kindness. Practicing loving kindness doesn't just transform the person offering it. It sets in motion a cascade of positive emotions and actions that can affect an entire community. When one individual chooses to show kindness, whether through a smile, a helping hand, or words of encouragement, that small act can resonate deeply with others. Imagine a scenario where someone helps a stranger carry groceries. That stranger, feeling appreciated and seen, might then extend kindness to another person later in their day, perhaps by complimenting a colleague or assisting a friend in need. This chain reaction demonstrates how one act of kindness can unfold throughout the day, igniting a wave of compassion that enhances the atmosphere of an entire community. The more this loving energy circulates, the more it encourages a culture of support and empathy. People begin to feel more connected, creating environments where kindness is the norm rather than the exception. It's almost as if a subtle but powerful thread runs through every interaction, binding individuals together in collective understanding and warmth. Sharing experiences of kindness not only personalizes the journey, but also inspires others to embark on their own paths of compassion. Encouraging readers to reflect on their encounters with kindness can evoke a sense of community and collective responsibility. Consider the stories one might tell, a time when a simple gesture lifted their spirits, or when they were moved to help someone in need. By narrating these moments, we help others to recognize the profound impact of even the smallest actions. Invite readers to share their stories, whether in conversations with friends or through social media platforms. These shared experiences create a tapestry of interconnected narratives that illustrate the power of kindness in action. Each story serves as a beacon, reminding others that kindness is not reserved for grand gestures, but is often found in the everyday exchanges that define our lives. To spark this transformative journey of kindness, start small. Pay attention to moments when you can inject kindness into your day. Hold the door open for someone, send a thoughtful message to a friend, or simply offer a compliment. These simple acts can be the seeds of greater change, setting a positive tone for those around you and encouraging a ripple of generosity that may spread far beyond your immediate circle. Chapter 7. Mindful Eating. Eating with the Senses. Engaging with your senses can profoundly elevate your eating experience. When you take the time to really see, smell, taste, touch, and hear your food, you allow yourself to embrace the fullness of the moment. Start by observing the colors and shapes on your plate. Notice the vibrant hues of fresh vegetables or the warm, golden tones of baked bread. As you bring your meal closer, inhale deeply to appreciate the blended aromas that dance and mingle in the air. Each scent tells a story about the origins of your meal, whether it's the earthy smell of roasted spices or the sweetness of ripe fruit. Allowing these sensory interactions to guide your meal enhances appreciation, creating a more rewarding experience. Mindfulness can truly transform how you enjoy your meals. By focusing your attention on the act of eating, you learn to savor every bite. Rather than diving into your meal in a hurried manner, take small, deliberate bites. Chew slowly and truly taste the unique flavors. Feel the textures of each ingredient, crunchy, creamy, tender, as they move on your palate. The practice of being present can highlight the simplest pleasures, making even an ordinary meal feel extraordinary. When you eat mindfully, distractions fade away, and the experience becomes a meditation in itself. Ultimately, incorporating these practices into your eating habits not only nurtures your relationship with food, but also enriches your overall well-being. A practical way to start is to dedicate at least one meal a day to this sensory exploration and mindful eating. Set aside your devices, minimize distractions, and allow yourself to immerse completely in the experience of each meal. As you do, you may discover a deeper connection to food, an appreciation for the nourishment it provides, and a newfound joy in the act of eating. Breaking emotional eating cycles. Emotions and eating are deeply intertwined. Many people find themselves reaching for food during moments of stress, sadness, or even joy. This connection can often go unnoticed until it manifests in habits that feel automatic. An overwhelming emotion can trigger a craving for comfort foods, and before you know it, you're eating mindlessly without really considering what you need or how you feel. Understanding this cycle is the first step toward breaking it. Recognizing that eating isn't just about hunger is crucial. It's essential to explore your emotional landscape and acknowledge the feelings that prompt you to eat. Are you seeking comfort after a difficult day? Are you celebrating a small victory? By probing deeper into your emotions, you can start to understand which feelings are linked to your eating patterns, allowing you to separate genuine physical hunger from emotional responses. Cultivating awareness around your eating triggers may feel like an insurmountable task at first, but developing this insight can be transformative. Start by keeping a journal, where you can note not just what you eat, but how you feel before, during, and after eating. This practice can help illuminate patterns you may not have considered. For example, you might notice that you reach for snacks in the afternoons when you feel overwhelmed by work, or that you treat yourself with food after social gatherings. As you become more attuned to these triggers, consider employing mindfulness techniques. Taking a moment to breathe deeply and check in with your emotional state before reaching for food can provide you with valuable clarity. Ask yourself, am I really hungry, or is there something else I'm trying to soothe? This moment of pause can help create space between emotions and eating, allowing for more conscious choices. Incremental changes to your eating habits may also help in managing emotional connections to food. Instead of completely eliminating comfort foods, focus on bringing awareness to their place in your life. Create a plan for those times when emotions run high, perhaps by having healthier alternatives on hand or by finding other comforting activities that don't involve food. Surround yourself with supportive people who understand your journey and can provide comfort without the need for food. This approach doesn't mean denying yourself the joy of food. Rather, it's about finding a balance where food serves as sustenance and pleasure, not a reaction to emotional needs. Making small, honest adjustments can lead to profound changes in how you relate to food and your emotions, paving the way for a more mindful and fulfilling relationship with eating. Ritualizing the meal. Creating mindful rituals around meals enriches our experience of food and deepens our appreciation for what we consume. When we take time to engage our senses and connect with the act of eating, we cultivate an environment where gratitude flourishes. By slowing down and deliberately acknowledging each element of our meal, we develop a heightened awareness of flavors, textures, and aromas. This practice opens us up to the nourishment that food provides, not just for the body, but also for the spirit. It invites us to honor the many hands that contributed to our meal, from the farmers and producers to those who prepared it. Such awareness transforms an ordinary dining experience into a celebration of life's simple pleasures, fostering joy and connection with ourselves and others. Intentional meal preparation and consumption require an element of creativity and a willingness to engage with the process. Think about the atmosphere in which you enjoy your meals. Setting the table with care, incorporating favorite dishes, or using beautiful utensils can significantly elevate the experience. Consider the way food is presented. A lovingly prepared dish that is artfully arranged not only pleases the palate, but also the eyes. During the meal, try to eliminate distractions. Put away phones and turn off the television, allowing you to be fully present. Lighting a candle or playing soft music can help elevate the ambience, making the meal feel special. Engaging with the people you share your meal with can spark meaningful conversations and deepen connections, enriching both the meal and the relationships involved. Transforming meals into rituals does not need to be complex. Start small and gradually build on these practices. You might dedicate one evening a week to a special family dinner, or choose to explore a new recipe each month, encouraging a sense of adventure and discovery. Reflecting on what you are grateful for during the meal can also deepen your connection to it. Even a moment of silence before eating can ground the experience, allowing everyone to center themselves. These small but significant acts foster a sense of togetherness and mindfulness, making each meal a step toward better health and emotional well-being. A practical tip is to keep a gratitude journal where you jot down not only what you are thankful for, but also what you noticed or learned from the meal, helping to solidify these rituals in your daily life. Gratitude and nourishment. Cultivating gratitude for food can enrich our relationship with nourishment in profound ways. Each meal presents an opportunity to acknowledge not just the sustenance on our plates, but the journey it has taken to reach us. Taking a moment before eating to express thanks can transform our experience, inviting a deeper awareness of the flavors, textures, and scents that nourish our bodies. This practice encourages us to slow down, to breathe, and to savor, reminding us that food is not merely fuel but a vital connection to the earth and to those who grow and prepare it. Recognizing the sources of our sustenance is essential for fostering a deeper appreciation for the food we consume. It is easy to overlook the farmers tending the fields, the hands that harvest, and the individuals who bring the food to our tables. By acknowledging these contributors, we cultivate a sense of respect and connection to the cycles of nature and community. This awareness can lead us to choices that are not just nourishing to our bodies, but also to our environment and society, inviting a holistic understanding of health and well-being. As we integrate gratitude into our dining experience, consider setting aside time to reflect on what you eat. Perhaps keep a journal where you can jot down your thoughts about each meal, noting the sources, the flavors, and your feelings of appreciation. This simple act can deepen your connection to the food you consume and foster a more meaningful engagement with every bite. Chapter 8. Mindfulness in Daily Life. Washing dishes, brushing teeth being here. Mindfulness can transform even the simplest daily routines into moments of presence and connection. When washing dishes or brushing teeth, we often find ourselves lost in thought, worrying about the future or recalling the past. This kind of distraction takes us away from the here and now, where life unfolds. Simply observing the sensations of warm water on our hands or the taste of minty toothpaste can anchor us in the present moment. Practicing mindfulness in these routine activities can breathe new life into the mundane, weaving a rich fabric of awareness through our day. By cultivating this quality of mindfulness, we can experience a deeper sense of calm and appreciation in our everyday lives. Finding moments of practice in ordinary tasks like washing dishes or brushing teeth invites us to connect with our environment and ourselves. As we scrub a plate or rinse a toothbrush, we can engage with the textures, colors, and even sounds around us. Each bubble and splash carries us further into the moment. We can focus on our breath, noticing how it flows in and out, grounding us in the here and now. This practice does not require special skills or lengthy time commitments. Rather, it exists in the simplicity of our daily routine. Engaging with these activities mindfully can create small but powerful shifts in how we perceive our day, helping us cultivate gratitude for the simple act of being alive. Micro-practices throughout the day. In a world that often feels fast-paced and overwhelming, incorporating small mindful practices into your daily routine can create a sense of calm and presence. These micro-practices are designed to seamlessly fit into even the busiest of schedules, allowing you to cultivate mindfulness without the need for extended periods of time. Consider starting your morning with just a few deep breaths. As you awaken, take a moment to focus on your breath, inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling slowly through your mouth. This simple act can center your mind and set a positive tone for the day ahead. While commuting, listen to a soothing podcast or practice gratitude by mentally listing 3 things you appreciate in your life. During work, take a brief pause every hour to stretch or walk for a few minutes, bringing awareness to your body and surroundings. Even while eating, try to be present with your meal, fully engaging with the flavors and sensations instead of multitasking. These tiny adjustments can transform mundane moments into opportunities for mindfulness. Creating your own micro-practices is an empowering way to tailor mindfulness to your life. Think about what resonates with you on a personal level. Perhaps you find peace in nature. You could take a moment each day to step outside and feel the wind on your face or listen to the birds. If music soothes your soul, identify a few songs that uplift you and allow yourself a few minutes to immerse in them throughout your day. You might also consider moments for self-compassion, such as pausing before reacting in stressful situations to remind yourself that it's okay to feel overwhelmed. Write down your thoughts, engage in a 5-minute journaling session, or simply close your eyes and set an intention for the day. Recognizing and creating practices that feel right for you can deepen your connection to mindfulness. As you explore micro-practices, remember that the key is consistency rather than duration. The goal is not to overwhelm yourself with complex rituals, but to integrate simplicity into your everyday life. Allow yourself to experiment and adjust your practices as you go, embracing what feels natural and beneficial. This journey is uniquely yours, and it's about finding those moments amid the chaos that nourish your spirit. Keep in mind that even a single mindful breath taken throughout your busy day can be enough to reconnect you with your inner self, offering a gentle reminder that peace is always within reach. Creating sacred rituals in routine. Creating intentional rituals around daily activities can profoundly impact how we experience each moment. These rituals serve as anchors in our day, offering structure and an opportunity for reflection. When we take the time to design meaningful practices, we elevate everyday tasks into sacred experiences. For example, rather than simply rushing through breakfast, you might create a morning ritual that involves savoring each bite, expressing gratitude for the food, and taking a moment to breathe deeply. This shift in perspective allows you to appreciate the nourishment and sets a positive tone for the day ahead. Rituals encourage mindfulness, pulling our awareness away from distractions and helping us connect with the present. By intentionally slowing down and engaging fully in these moments, we cultivate an environment where stress can be alleviated and peace can flourish. Rituals add layers of meaning and connection to our lives, enhancing our focus and the quality of our interactions. For instance, consider the simple act of making tea. Instead of hastily preparing it, you could transform this routine into a mindful ceremony. Boiling the water carefully, choosing your favorite blend, and watching the leaves unfurl in the hot water can become an act of meditation. This practice not only helps sharpen your focus, but also reconnects you to your senses and to the moment. Similarly, evening routines can be enriched by incorporating rituals that promote relaxation and reflection, such as journaling or gentle stretching. These practices can deepen the connection to oneself and to others, offering a space for sharing and bonding. Whether it's a family dinner where everyone shares their highs and lows of the day, or a quiet moment spent with friends over a shared cup of coffee, these rituals deepen our connections and enhance the quality of our relationships. To invite sacredness into the mundane, begin by identifying one routine that feels rushed or disconnected. Consider how you might transform it into a ritual. What elements can you introduce? Perhaps light a candle, play soft music, or simply take a deep breath before starting. Allow this ritual to unfold naturally, observing how it impacts your thoughts, feelings, and presence. The beauty of these practices lies in their ability to invite intention into our lives, encouraging us to show up fully for ourselves and for others. Being mindful and present will lead you on a path toward greater fulfillment and connection in all areas of life. Redefining productivity through presence. Challenging conventional ideas of productivity invites us to reconsider how we gauge our achievements and effectiveness in daily life. Many equate productivity with busyness, frantically crossing off tasks from an ever-expanding to-do list. Yet, being truly present in the moment can be a far more potent form of productivity. When we engage fully with what we are doing, whether that's working on a project, enjoying a conversation, or simply breathing, we immerse ourselves more deeply in our experiences, allowing creativity and insight to flourish. This focus enables us to work with intention instead of distraction, and to connect with our tasks on a more meaningful level. Embracing presence doesn't diminish our output. Rather, it transforms it, leading to a richer, more fulfilling sense of accomplishment. The practice of mindfulness enhances our work performance by grounding us in the present moment. It encourages us to tune into our thoughts and feelings without judgment, fostering a greater awareness of how we relate to our tasks and each other. Mindfulness helps reduce stress and anxiety, common barriers to effective work. When we cultivate this awareness, we can respond more thoughtfully to challenges instead of reacting impulsively. Employees who practice mindfulness are often more focused, exhibit improved emotional resilience, and approach problem-solving with a clearer mind. They develop a better understanding of their limits, allowing sustainable productivity that avoids burnout. By integrating mindfulness into our routines, we not only elevate our performance, but also nurture our well-being and creativity. Transformation begins with small, intentional shifts. Start by incorporating brief moments of presence into your day. Take a few deep breaths before beginning a task, or dedicate just a few minutes to sit in silence and observe your thoughts. As you cultivate these moments, notice how your perspective on productivity begins to shift. You may find yourself feeling more accomplished by engaging fully in each experience, rather than merely moving through the motions. These practices can lead to a profound transformation in how you approach your work and life, allowing you to redefine what it means to be productive. Chapter 9. Mindfulness in Relationships. Conscious listening. Active listening plays a crucial role in fostering meaningful relationships. It transcends mere hearing. It requires us to be fully present and attuned to the speaker's emotions and intentions. When we actively listen, we convey respect and validation, creating a safe space for open communication. This practice builds trust and intimacy, allowing relationships to flourish. People feel valued when they know they are truly being heard, leading to deeper connections and understanding. In contrast, when listening is distracted or superficial, it can breed misunderstandings and gaps in communication. By committing to active listening, we open ourselves to richer conversations and the possibility of transformation, both within ourselves and with others. Practicing mindful listening effectively involves several intentional steps. It begins with cultivating presence. This means setting aside distractions and turning your focus to the person speaking. It's essential to maintain eye contact and show nonverbal affirmations, like nodding, which signal your engagement. Instead of formulating your response while the other person is speaking, try to immerse yourself fully in their words and emotions. Resist the urge to interrupt, allowing them to express their thoughts completely. After they finish, reflect back what you heard to ensure clarity and to honor their perspective. This may mean paraphrasing or asking clarifying questions, which further demonstrates your commitment to understanding. With practice, mindful listening can become a natural part of your interaction, transforming the way you connect with those around you. Creating the habit of conscious listening can be a transformative journey. It requires patience and perseverance, as our minds often drift or get caught up in our own narratives. To deepen your practice, consider setting aside specific times each week for meaningful conversations with loved ones or colleagues, making a conscious effort to engage in this way. By prioritizing these moments, you not only enhance your listening skills, but also nurture the relationships that matter most to you. Listening with intention not only enriches your connections, but also contributes to a more empathetic and understanding world. Responding versus reacting. Thoughtful responses and impulsive reactions are two distinct ways we engage with the world around us. A thoughtful response typically emerges from a place of reflection and consideration, allowing space for understanding and clarity. When faced with a situation, this kind of response involves pausing to gather information, weighing different perspectives, and choosing words that resonate with the essence of the dialogue. In contrast, impulsive reactions often stem from automatic responses shaped by our emotions or past experiences. These reactions can be swift and unfiltered, potentially causing misunderstandings and conflicts that could have been avoided with a little more contemplation. Recognizing the difference between these two approaches is crucial for nurturing healthier and more meaningful interactions. Mindfulness is a powerful practice that encourages us to engage thoughtfully in conversations. By cultivating mindfulness, we can train ourselves to pause, breathe, and center our thoughts before responding. This practice helps create a safe space for genuine dialogue, where all parties can express themselves without fear of judgment or escalation. Mindfulness invites us to listen deeply, not just to the words spoken, but to the underlying emotions and intentions. When we approach conversations with a mindful attitude, we open ourselves to connection and empathy, allowing our responses to reflect understanding rather than mere reaction. Through regular mindfulness practice, whether through meditation or simple moments of reflection, we can enhance our ability to interact with others thoughtfully and compassionately. One practical way to integrate mindfulness into your conversations is to set a simple intention before entering discussions, especially those that may be challenging. Take a moment to breathe deeply and remind yourself to remain present and open. By committing to this intention, you can better navigate your feelings and responses, ensuring that your engagement is grounded in mindfulness rather than reaction. This small pause can transform interactions, fostering connection and clarity in even the most difficult conversations. Boundaries and compassion. Healthy boundaries play a crucial role in cultivating compassion within our relationships. When we establish clear boundaries, we create the space necessary for ourselves and others to thrive. Boundaries help define what is acceptable and what is not, allowing us to honor our own needs while also respecting the needs of those around us. This balance fosters an environment where compassion can flourish. Without boundaries, relationships can become enmeshed, leading to feelings of resentment or burnout. By setting boundaries, we not only protect our emotional well-being, but also create a foundation for genuine compassion to grow. When we take the time to articulate our limits, we communicate to our loved ones how best to support us, paving the way for deeper understanding and connection. Nurturing boundaries mindfully requires intention and practice. One effective strategy is to engage in self-reflection to gain clarity about your needs and values. Ask yourself what you are comfortable with and where you feel stretched too thin. Once you have this understanding, it's important to express these boundaries openly and honestly. Use I statements to communicate your feelings and limits, which helps to reduce defensiveness and encourages dialogue. For example, you might say, I feel overwhelmed when I'm contacted after hours, and I need to prioritize my personal time. Additionally, check in with yourself regularly to assess if your boundaries remain appropriate or if they need adjustment as circumstances change. Practicing self-compassion, after all, equips you to extend compassion toward others. In relationships, boundaries and compassion are interwoven. As you maintain your boundaries, you model healthy behavior for those around you, encouraging them to establish their own limits. This mutual respect creates a nurturing environment where both parties feel heard and valued. The journey to establishing these boundaries can lead to moments of discomfort or resistance, but these are often indicators of growth. Approach these moments with curiosity rather than fear, as they can offer valuable insights into your relationship dynamics. Remember that being compassionate does not mean neglecting your own needs. Rather, it's about finding harmony between giving and receiving, creating a space for love and understanding to flourish. A practical tip is to schedule regular check-ins with your close ones, allowing everyone a safe space to express their boundaries and needs as they evolve. Shared presence and intimacy. Shared mindfulness plays a crucial role in deepening intimacy within relationships. When partners consciously focus on the present moment together, they create a shared experience that fosters emotional closeness. This mindful connection allows individuals to fully engage with one another, setting aside distractions and external pressures. By being truly present, each person can better perceive and understand their partner's feelings and needs, leading to deeper empathy and connection. In moments of shared mindfulness, vulnerability can flourish, as partners feel safe in expressing themselves without judgment. Over time, this practice transforms the relationship, building a foundation of trust and understanding that allows love to grow and evolve. Engaging in activities that enhance connection and presence can significantly nurture the bond between loved ones. Simple practices, such as taking walks in nature together, can cultivate a sense of shared mindfulness. As you stroll side by side, it becomes easier to notice the beauty around you and share thoughts and reflections. Similarly, cooking a meal together can serve as a delightful way to connect, as it invites collaboration and open communication. Preparing food side by side encourages laughter and shared stories, while also grounding both partners in the present moment. Even the act of sitting quietly, perhaps during a shared meditation session, can open channels of communication that words alone often fail to capture. These moments create a safe space for exploring feelings, desires, and dreams, laying the groundwork for a more intimate relationship. Incorporating regular shared mindfulness practices into daily routines can transform your connection. Set aside time each week to engage in any activity that invites presence, be it reading together, doing yoga, or simply having a heart-to-heart conversation without distractions. These moments of connection build a reservoir of shared love and understanding that will sustain the relationship through life's challenges. The key lies in consistency. The more you practice being present with one another, the deeper your intimacy will grow. Embrace these small but impactful steps, and watch as your relationship blossoms into a beautiful partnership grounded in authenticity and shared experiences. Chapter 10: Working Mindfully. Creating a mindful workspace. A conducive environment is essential for cultivating mindfulness at work. The spaces we occupy often reflect our mental state and can either support or hinder our ability to focus and remain present. When our surroundings are chaotic or filled with distractions, it becomes challenging to tune into what we need to accomplish. Mindfulness flourishes in environments that offer tranquility and serenity. Simple elements, such as natural light, greenery, and organized spaces, can significantly impact our productivity and emotional well-being. An office that embraces warmth and comfort invites us to breathe deeply, fostering a sense of calm that allows our minds to engage fully with the tasks at hand. Designing a workspace that promotes focus and clarity involves a thoughtful blend of aesthetics and functionality. Start by decluttering your desk and surrounding area. A clean space helps eliminate distractions and creates a mental canvas where ideas can flourish. Incorporate soft colors and natural materials, as they can soothe the mind and create a welcoming atmosphere. Positioning your desk near a window can harness the energizing power of natural light, which has been shown to improve mood and focus. Consider adding elements of nature, such as plants or images of tranquil landscapes, to bring a sense of peace and vitality to your workspace. Each of these choices reflects an intentional effort to craft an environment that supports mindfulness, allowing us to navigate our work with greater clarity. Remember that creating a mindful workspace is not just about the tangible elements within it. It is also about the energy and intentions we bring to our work. Establish small rituals, such as starting your day with a few moments of deep breathing or setting intentions for what you wish to accomplish. Such practices help create a mental setting conducive to focus and completion. It's essential to recognize that even within a busy work environment, moments of mindfulness can be cultivated. By intentionally designing spaces and mindsets that allow for this, you foster a foundation from which you can approach your work with clarity and purpose. Managing stress and burnout. Stress and burnout have become commonplace in today's workplace, affecting individuals across all professions. The demands of modern life, coupled with relentless expectations in a fast-paced environment, have led to a significant rise in mental health concerns. Many people find themselves overwhelmed, struggling to balance work and personal obligations. It's not unusual for individuals to report feelings of exhaustion, cynicism, and a reduced sense of accomplishment. Research indicates that nearly 80% of workers experience stress on the job, contributing not only to personal hardships, but also affecting overall productivity and workplace morale. Recognizing these feelings as valid responses to our challenging environment is the first step toward healing and effective management. Mindfulness techniques offer powerful tools for managing work-related stress, allowing individuals to cultivate a sense of calm amidst turmoil. Simple practices such as focused breathing can make a significant difference. Taking a few moments to breathe deeply and intentionally can ground you, helping to alleviate anxiety. Mindfulness encourages you to observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment, enabling a clearer perspective on the situation at hand. Setting aside a short time each day for meditation can also be beneficial. Just 5 or 10 minutes can create a peaceful sanctuary in your busy schedule. Engaging with your senses, whether through a quiet walk, listening to soothing music, or even savoring a cup of tea, can bring your focus back to the present moment, reducing the impact of stress and promoting a state of well-being. These practices are not about escaping reality. Rather, they are about finding a sense of presence and calm within it. To weave mindfulness into your daily life, consider starting small. Setting an intention at the beginning of your workday can frame your mindset positively. When stress begins to mount, a quick pause followed by conscious breathing can provide clarity. Additionally, developing a habit of gratitude, reflecting on what you appreciate about your work or your colleagues, can shift your perspective and foster resilience. Remember, transformation doesn't happen overnight. Embracing these techniques with patience and compassion for yourself can cultivate lasting change, helping to navigate through stress and burnout more gracefully. Emails, meetings, and mindful tech use. Approaching digital communications mindfully begins with awareness of how and why we engage with our devices. Every email we send and receive, every notification that pings, and each moment spent scrolling through messages can tug at our focus and energy. Cultivating mindfulness in these interactions means actively choosing when to connect and when to step back. Start by setting specific times to check emails and messages, allowing yourself to fully focus on other tasks without the distraction of constant pings. This practice can create a buffer that helps guard your attention and gives you the space to be present in the moment. When composing emails, take a moment to breathe before typing. Consider your tone and intention, using clear, concise language that fosters understanding. A simple practice like this can transform your digital communication, turning it into an opportunity for connection rather than an obligation. Maintaining attention during virtual meetings is often a challenge, as the allure of distractions looms large. One helpful practice is to prepare yourself before a meeting begins. Clearing your mind for a few moments by taking deep breaths can help center your focus. During the meeting, engage actively by taking notes, not only to retain information, but also to remain anchored in the conversation. If you find your mind wandering, gently bring your awareness back to the speaker or the shared content. Physical presence matters as well. Sitting upright, maintaining eye contact, and using affirmations like nodding can deepen your engagement and signal your interest to others. Additionally, embrace the power of pause. Allowing natural breaks in conversation gives everyone a moment to process and refocus, making the meeting more meaningful. Remember that it's okay to ask questions and seek clarification. as this not only enhances your understanding, but also invigorates the discussion. Every interaction with technology offers an opportunity for mindfulness. Consider designating specific tech-free times in your day, creating boundaries that promote a sense of calm amidst the digital noise. This could be as simple as a tech-free meal or a quiet moment in nature, allowing you to recharge and reconnect with your surroundings. When we engage with our devices mindfully, we turn routine activities into enriching experiences. Play with these ideas and see what resonates with you, giving yourself permission to find your balance in a world that often feels too busy. This journey toward mindful tech use can lead you to greater presence, deeper connections, and a more fulfilling relationship with both your work and your everyday life. Flow state and deep work. Flow is a state of complete immersion and engagement in a task, often accompanied by intense focus and a sense of fulfillment. This experience transcends mere productivity. When you're in flow, time becomes fluid. Hours can pass in what feels like moments. Mindfulness plays a crucial role here. Being mindful means being present in the moment without distractions or judgments. When you marry the principles of mindfulness with your work, you create an environment where flow can blossom. It's not just about achieving a task, it's about experiencing the journey, allowing creativity and insight to channel through you. In this space, challenges become exhilarating rather than daunting. Creating conditions that facilitate flow requires intentionality and self-awareness. Start by setting clear goals for your work. When your objectives are well-defined, it's easier to enter that focused state. Eliminate distractions in your environment, whether through a quiet workspace or using techniques like time blocking. Practice letting go of any pressure to perform perfectly. Instead, focus on the process and the joy of creating. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. Consistently revisiting these conditions aids in building a habit of flow, enabling you not just to work effectively, but also to enjoy the experience deeply. Taking time to reflect on your emotions and experience during your work can further enhance your capacity to enter that state of flow. This reflection is key. It helps you understand what conditions allow you to thrive and makes the transition into flow smoother over time. Regular practice is essential in enhancing your ability to enter flow. Incorporate moments of mindfulness into your day. Simple techniques such as deep breathing, short meditative breaks, or mindful walking can help cultivate a calm mind and a focused heart. Fostering a compassionate approach towards yourself during this journey is equally important. Acknowledge that flow may not come easily every time, and that's okay. Embrace the dance of effort and relaxation. Change may be gradual but deeply fulfilling. Make space for creativity and spontaneity, and allow yourself to explore beyond rigid structures. Every small step you take toward understanding and cultivating flow contributes to a richer, more satisfying work experience. Chapter 11. Mindfulness for Pain and Emotions. Facing discomfort. Mindfulness plays a vital role in our ability to face both physical and emotional discomfort. When we engage in mindful practices, we cultivate an awareness that allows us to fully experience the sensations, thoughts, and feelings that arise during uncomfortable moments. Instead of hastily reacting or withdrawing from these sensations, mindfulness invites us to observe them with curiosity and non-judgment. Each time we breathe into our discomfort, we can learn to sit with the tightness in our chest or the anxious flutter in our stomach, acknowledging them as part of the human experience. This practice of observation creates a space between our discomfort and our response. It encourages us to recognize that discomfort is not the enemy. By allowing ourselves to simply feel, we discover that physical pain or emotional turmoil can coexist with moments of peace and clarity. The breath becomes a gentle anchor, guiding us through the turbulent waters of discomfort, helping us to ground ourselves and stay present. With time, we come to understand that discomfort, while challenging, is also a teacher, offering insights into our vulnerabilities and strengths. Developing a compassionate relationship with our discomfort can lead to profound transformation. Rather than pushing away the feelings that arise, embracing them with kindness allows us to respond in ways that nourish our well-being. Instead of labeling discomfort as something negative to be avoided, we can learn to approach it with a warmth that says, "I see you." This shift in perspective can ease the grip that discomfort often holds over us, transforming it from a source of fear into an opportunity for growth. When we acknowledge our discomfort with compassion, we can also start to explore the reasons behind it. What might a headache or heartache be trying to teach us about our needs? By engaging in this inquiry, we learn to recognize the ways our discomfort can guide us toward greater self-awareness and self-care. Each uncomfortable sensation becomes a pathway to deeper understanding, connecting us to our inner landscape with tenderness and empathy. It is essential to remember that the journey of facing discomfort is not about eliminating it, but learning to coexist with it in a nurturing way. Consider setting aside a few moments each day to practice checking in with your body and emotions. Ask yourself what areas are tight, what feelings are present, and breathe into those spaces. Allow yourself the luxury of time to truly sit with whatever arises, offering yourself the same care and compassion you would extend to a dear friend. This practice not only nurtures a healthier relationship with your discomfort, but also fosters resilience. As you cultivate this compassionate presence within yourself, you may find that your capacity to endure and grow through discomfort expands, turning past fears into newfound strength. The RAIN technique: recognize, allow, investigate, nurture. The RAIN technique offers a structured and thoughtful approach to navigating challenging emotions. This four-step process: recognize, allow, investigate, and nurture, provides a roadmap for becoming more aware of your feelings and learning how to cope with them in a compassionate way. Each step invites you to slow down and truly acknowledge what is happening inside you, creating space for insight and healing. By practicing RAIN, you can cultivate a deeper understanding of your emotions, breaking patterns of avoidance and fostering emotional resilience. Recognizing your emotions is the first vital step in the RAIN process. This involves pausing to notice what you're feeling without judgment. Perhaps it's anxiety, sadness, or anger. Allow yourself to label the emotion, because simply recognizing it is the doorway to deeper exploration. Once you've identified the feeling, the next step is to allow it to be present. Instead of resisting or pushing away your emotions, you embrace them. This doesn't mean you must like or want them. It simply means you acknowledge their existence. Allowing your emotions to be is an act of self-compassion, giving yourself permission to feel without the pressure to change anything immediately. The investigation phase follows, where you delve deeper into the emotions you are experiencing. This step encourages you to inquire gently and sincerely about your feelings. Ask yourself questions like, what is this emotion trying to tell me? Or, where do I feel this in my body? Invite curiosity into your exploration, treating your emotions as teachers rather than adversaries. This phase helps to uncover the roots of your feelings and the underlying beliefs that may be contributing to them. Finally, nurturing is the closing step of RAIN, in which you offer yourself comfort and understanding. This may involve self-soothing practices like deep breathing, reminding yourself of your worth, or even engaging in positive self-talk. In this step, you actively care for your emotional landscape, recognizing that nurturing yourself is crucial for healing and growth. By integrating the RAIN technique into your life, you can transform how you relate to your emotions, enabling more profound self-awareness and a compassionate response to life's challenges. Consider setting aside a few moments each day to practice RAIN, allowing yourself the gift of mindful emotional engagement. Emotional agility. Emotional agility is the ability to navigate our feelings with grace and awareness. In our daily lives, we are often faced with challenges that can stir up a mix of emotions like anxiety, frustration, or sadness. These feelings are not inherently negative. Instead, they are signals that something is happening within and around us. Being emotionally agile means recognizing these emotions without judgment, understanding their impact on our thoughts and actions, and learning to respond thoughtfully rather than reactively. This skill is especially important in moments of stress, as it allows us to maintain a sense of balance and clarity even when external circumstances feel overwhelming. Practicing mindfulness is one of the most effective techniques for enhancing our emotional agility. Mindfulness encourages us to pause and be present, creating space between a feeling and our reaction to it. Start by finding a quiet space where you can sit comfortably. Focus on your breath. Notice how it feels as air enters and leaves your body. As thoughts and emotions arise, observe them without trying to change them. Acknowledge their presence and let them float by like clouds in the sky. This practice helps to cultivate an awareness of emotions, allowing you to respond to them with intention rather than impulse. By regularly engaging in mindfulness, you'll find it easier to untangle the narratives we create around our feelings and open up pathways for compassion towards ourselves and others. Another powerful technique involves labeling your emotions as they arise. When you notice a strong feeling, take a moment to identify it. Is it anger, fear, or perhaps something deeper like sadness? By simply naming the emotion, you create a cognitive distance that can help you better understand it. This small act can bring a sense of empowerment, making it easier to explore what the emotion could be pointing to in your life. Remember, emotions are valid, and recognizing them as such fosters a healthier relationship with yourself. Embrace the journey of emotional agility. As you cultivate these practices, you'll not only navigate your own emotions more effectively, but also build deeper connections with those around you. When you understand and honor your feelings, you create space for growth and transformation. Mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR. The Mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, program is a profound yet accessible approach that invites individuals to incorporate mindfulness into their daily lives. It was developed by Dr. John Kabat-Zinn in the late 1970s as a means to help people manage stress and improve their overall well-being. At its core, MBSR blends meditation, body awareness, and gentle yoga to cultivate a sense of presence and acceptance. Participants learn to observe their thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without judgment, which fosters a deeper connection with themselves. Through regular practice, MBSR encourages individuals to step out of the chaos of their minds and into the fullness of the present moment, transforming their relationship with stress and everyday challenges. The impact of MBSR on stress reduction and emotional regulation is profound and deeply transformative. Research consistently shows that individuals who engage in MBSR experience significant decreases in stress levels, anxiety, and symptoms of depression. The practices taught in MBSR help create a space where emotions can be acknowledged and processed rather than suppressed or ignored. This compassionate awareness allows individuals to respond to stressful situations with a renewed sense of calm and clarity. They learn to recognize their triggers, notice their habitual reactions, and choose more constructive responses instead. Over time, this leads to increased emotional resilience and a greater ability to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and ease. As you explore the principles of MBSR, consider starting with just a few minutes of mindful breathing each day. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and allow your breath to anchor you in the present moment. Notice the sensations of the breath entering and leaving your body, and gently guide your mind back whenever it wanders. By committing to this simple yet profound practice, you begin to harness the power of mindfulness in your own life, laying the foundation for a deeper understanding of stress and a more compassionate relationship with yourself. Chapter 12. Mindfulness and the Spiritual Path. From Attention to Awareness. The journey from attention to awareness is subtle yet profound. Attention often feels like a flickering flame, darting from one thing to another, barely settling long enough to absorb the experience. Awareness, on the other hand, invites us to engage with life more fully. Through the practice of mindfulness, we cultivate the ability to anchor our minds in the present moment, allowing us to notice with greater clarity the thoughts, emotions, and sensations that arise within us. This shift is not merely about paying attention. It is about embracing the entirety of our experience with compassion and openness. When we practice mindfulness, we slow down enough to witness our inner landscape without judgment, creating a deeper connection with ourselves and the world around us. We learn to pause, breathe, and truly see what is here right now, enabling a richer experience of existence. This expanded awareness can transform our lives in remarkable ways. As we reflect on how awareness shifts our perspective, we begin to recognize the beauty and interconnectedness in our experiences. Each moment becomes an opportunity for insight, as we notice patterns in our thoughts and the impact they have on our feelings and actions. This deeper understanding fosters empathy, not only for ourselves but for others, as we realize we are all navigating similar human experiences. It invites us to respond to challenges with a sense of curiosity rather than reactivity, and to find meaning in the ordinary moments of everyday life. The transformative power of expanded awareness encourages us to engage with our surroundings more mindfully, enriching our relationships and enhancing our overall well-being. To cultivate this shift in your own life, consider setting aside a few minutes each day for mindfulness. Simply sit in a comfortable position, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. As thoughts arise, acknowledge them without judgment and gently return your attention to your breath. Over time, this practice can help deepen your awareness, allowing you to enter a space where each moment reveals its own depth and significance. Staying connected to this awareness can lead to a more vibrant and enriched life. Mindfulness in Buddhism, Hinduism, and Christianity. Mindfulness has become a well-known concept in contemporary life, but its roots run deep within various spiritual traditions, particularly Buddhism, Hinduism, and Christianity. In Buddhism, mindfulness, or sati, is a fundamental aspect of the path to enlightenment. The practice encourages individuals to cultivate awareness of their thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations in the present moment. This awareness is not merely observational. It is imbued with an acceptance that helps practitioners develop compassion towards themselves and others. Through meditation and mindful living, Buddhists aspire to alleviate suffering, mastering the art of being fully present as a way to liberate the mind from the burdens of attachment and aversion. Similarly, Hinduism incorporates mindfulness through various practices aimed at connecting the individual self with the divine. Techniques such as yoga and pranayama emphasize awareness of breath and body, fostering a sense of inner calm and clarity. The ancient texts like the Bhagavad Gita guide practitioners on a journey to achieve a deeper understanding of the self and the universe, encouraging a mindful approach to life's duties and interactions. This notion of being aware in every action, whether during meditation or daily work, serves to keep the mind focused and the spirit aligned with one's purpose. Christianity, with its rich tradition, also offers a perspective on mindfulness, often expressed through the practice of prayer and contemplation. The act of being still and knowing God encourages Christians to reflect on their faith, fostering a sense of presence and connection to the divine. Through contemplative prayers or simply being in nature, believers are invited to experience a profound stillness that nurtures an awareness of God's love and guidance. Each of these traditions, while distinctive in their methods and beliefs, shares a core intention: to cultivate a deeper awareness of oneself, others, and the divine. While the pathways may differ, the essence of mindfulness as a universal spiritual practice becomes clear. All three traditions invite individuals to step away from the chaos of life and find peace in the moment. They emphasize the importance of awareness, compassion, and connection, encouraging a life lived with intention rather than distraction. Mindfulness teaches that regardless of religious or spiritual affiliation, the act of being present can lead to deeper insights and transformations within. Engaging in mindfulness practices can serve as a bridge, fostering understanding and appreciation among diverse traditions, inviting everyone to explore their own paths to awareness and connection. To incorporate mindfulness into your daily life, consider dedicating a few moments each day to simply breathe and observe your surroundings. Whether in a busy environment or tranquility of nature, allowing yourself to fully experience the present can create transformative shifts in your perspective and emotional state. Transcending the ego. The ego is often described as the part of ourselves that is shaped by our experiences, beliefs, and perceptions. It defines who we think we are and how we relate to the world around us. While the ego can provide a sense of identity and security, it also tends to create boundaries that limit our understanding of ourselves and others. Mindfulness offers a powerful pathway to transcend the ego, encouraging us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When we practice being fully present in the moment, we begin to notice how often our ego-driven narratives cloud our perception. This heightened awareness allows us to gently set aside the tales our ego tells us, revealing a deeper sense of connection to ourselves and the universe. Embracing mindfulness opens up a space for us to experience life more richly, beyond the constraints that our ego often imposes. One practical way to begin letting go of the ego is through the practice of gratitude. By regularly acknowledging the good in our lives and appreciating others' contributions, we shift our focus from ourselves to the interconnected web of existence we all share. This shift in perspective enhances our empathetic capacities and calms the incessant chatter of the ego. Start by setting aside a few moments each day to reflect on what you are grateful for, perhaps even keeping a gratitude journal. This practice encourages a deeper appreciation for the world around you and helps dissolve the barriers that the ego constructs, bringing us closer to a state of peace and connection. Mindfulness as a way of being. Seeing mindfulness as merely a practice can limit its potential. It is much more than just a series of techniques you apply here and there. Rather, it can become a way of being in the world. Imagine approaching each moment with clarity and awareness, engaging fully with your experiences rather than drifting through them. In this light, mindfulness transforms into a lens through which you can view life. It allows you to understand your thoughts and emotions with a compassionate awareness, helping you to navigate challenges with grace. This perspective invites moments of stillness, even amidst chaos, fostering a connection to what truly matters, yourself and those around you. When you integrate mindfulness into the fabric of your everyday life, it becomes a guiding force that empowers you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. You begin to see that mindfulness is not just an escape. It is a profound embrace of your experiences, both joyful and painful. Cultivating an ongoing state of mindfulness means making it a consistent aspect of your daily routine, rather than reserving it for specific meditative exercises. It's about weaving awareness into the mundane tasks, washing dishes, walking, conversing with others. Each activity becomes an opportunity to be present. The goal is to invite mindfulness into every facet of life, creating a seamless flow where awareness and connection deepen your interaction with the world. Engage with your breath as you move about your day. Notice the sensations in your body when you sit, or simply be curious about your thoughts. By nurturing this quiet presence, you cultivate a steadiness that can ground you in times of uncertainty. True transformation comes from this consistent practice, allowing you to face life's ups and downs with equanimity. Understand that this journey unfolds gradually. The richness of mindfulness lies in its everyday application, revealing a deeper appreciation for life as it is. Chapter 13. Creating a Sustainable Practice. Building a Daily Routine. Establishing a consistent mindfulness routine is essential for cultivating a deeper sense of self-awareness and providing a refuge from the busyness of everyday life. When you consistently take moments throughout your day to center your thoughts and acknowledge your feelings, you create a supportive environment for your mental and emotional well-being. This practice encourages you to respond to life's challenges with calmness and clarity, rather than reacting impulsively. Mindfulness helps train your mind to stay present, allowing you to truly experience life as it unfolds. Over time, this not only enriches your everyday experiences, but also transforms your relationship with stress, anxiety, and overall well-being. Integrating mindfulness into your daily life doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. It can begin with small, intentional actions. One effective way is to start your day with a few moments of awareness. As soon as you wake up, before reaching for your phone or jumping out of bed, take 3 deep breaths and notice how your body feels. This simple act can set the tone for your day and serve as a gentle reminder to return to the present whenever you feel rushed or overwhelmed. Throughout your day, you can practice mindfulness by taking mindful pauses. Whether it's during a walk, while having your morning coffee, or even while performing routine tasks, consciously slow down and pay attention to your sensations, thoughts, and surroundings. Allow yourself to fully engage with the moment, observing it without judgment. A practical tip for cultivating a mindfulness routine is to designate specific times in your day to engage in mindfulness practices. You might find it helpful to set aside a few minutes during lunch to close your eyes and focus on your breath, or perhaps choose to meditate for a short period each evening before bed. Make these practices a non-negotiable part of your schedule, treating them with the same importance as any other commitment. Over time, this dedication will help solidify mindfulness as a natural part of your day, enhancing your overall mental clarity and emotional resilience. Remember that this journey is personal and unfolds uniquely for each individual. Embrace the process and allow yourself to grow at your own pace, celebrating even the smallest progress along the way. Dealing with resistance and boredom. Resistance and boredom are common hurdles that many people face when trying to engage in new practices or routines. These feelings can arise for various reasons, including fear of change, past experiences, or simply the monotony that can come with a repeated activity. Resistance often manifests as a sense of reluctance or avoidance, while boredom can feel like a disconnection from our actions, making it easy to lose motivation. It's important to recognize that these feelings are natural and part of the human experience. By acknowledging them, we can begin to work through them and discover what lies on the other side. One effective strategy for overcoming resistance and boredom is to approach these feelings with compassion. Instead of pushing against them or judging ourselves for feeling this way, we can treat ourselves with the same kindness we would offer a friend. This involves slowing down, taking a breath, and exploring the underlying reasons behind our resistance and boredom. Engaging in mindfulness practices can help illuminate these feelings, allowing us to sit with them, observe them without judgment, and ultimately gain insight into what we truly need in that moment. Finding ways to infuse your practice with creativity, such as trying a new approach or expanding your repertoire, can transform a mundane routine into an engaging journey. It's also useful to create a supportive environment that encourages exploration and growth. This might involve setting small, achievable goals or incorporating elements that inspire you, such as playing music, changing your space, or inviting a friend to join you in practice. Remember, transformation doesn't always come from grand changes. Sometimes, it's the small shifts that can reignite passion and curiosity. Embrace each step of your journey, recognizing that both resistance and boredom can offer valuable lessons. By doing so, you'll find that even the most challenging moments can lead to deep insights and personal growth. Finding a community or sangha. Connecting with others can profoundly enrich your mindfulness practice. When we engage with a community or sangha, we open ourselves to shared experiences, insights, and encouragement. This connection fosters a sense of belonging, reinforcing our commitment to our personal journey. It allows us to feel that we are not alone, even in our quietest moments of introspection. As we sit together in practice, whether in person or virtually, we create a space that nurtures understanding and fosters growth. In these shared moments, we cultivate compassion not just for ourselves, but also for others who may be experiencing similar struggles. The collective energy of mindful individuals can elevate our practice, transforming individual experiences into a tapestry of support and inspiration. Finding or creating a mindful community can start simply. Begin by exploring local mindfulness centers, meditation groups, or wellness studios that offer classes or sessions. Your local library or community center often hosts events that can introduce you to like-minded individuals. Online platforms also provide a wealth of resources, connecting you with virtual groups and forums where you can share your journey. If you feel inspired to create your own community, consider inviting friends or family members to join you for regular meditation sessions or mindfulness discussions. Collaborate to establish a supportive environment where everyone can feel comfortable sharing their insights, challenges, and victories. It can be as simple as setting a weekly time to be together in practice, allowing the space for honest conversations about what mindfulness means in your lives. The journey toward building a community is as important as the destination itself. Embrace the process, understanding that every connection can lead to deeper insights and personal growth. Focus on authenticity, ensuring that everyone feels valued and heard. Even amidst the challenges that arise when gathering different personalities and backgrounds, aim to create a space marked by kindness and openness. Regular practice within a community can transform your approach to mindfulness, making it a shared endeavor rather than a solitary path. Reach out, explore, create, and cultivate connections that will not just support your practice but enrich your life. Retreats, teachers, and next steps. Mindfulness retreats offer a unique opportunity to step away from the distractions of daily life and immerse oneself in the practice of mindfulness. Surrounded by nature and like-minded individuals, participants often find that their practice deepens in ways they had not anticipated. These retreats, led by experienced teachers, provide a space where one can learn techniques to quiet the mind, connect with the breath, and cultivate a sense of inner peace. The guidance offered by these teachers, who have spent years honing their craft, allows participants to explore the nuances of mindfulness in a supportive environment. This dedicated time for practice can lead to profound insights, personal growth, and a rejuvenated sense of clarity. Many leave retreats feeling transformed, equipped with tools to navigate challenges with a calm and grounded approach. To further enhance your practice, it's helpful to know there are countless resources available beyond the retreat experience. Explore books, online courses, and podcasts that delve into various aspects of mindfulness and meditation. Engaging with these materials can deepen your understanding and provide additional techniques to incorporate into your daily routine. Connecting with local mindfulness communities or groups can also be beneficial. Sharing experiences with others not only fosters a sense of belonging, but can also inspire you to persevere in your practice. Remember, every step taken towards mindfulness helps cultivate a more peaceful and intentional life. As you continue on your mindfulness journey, Consider setting aside a few moments each day to reflect on your experiences, whether through journaling or simple, quiet contemplation. This practice can serve as a touchstone, helping to reinforce what you've learned. Allow this time to be a gentle reminder of your commitment to yourself and your well-being. Embrace the journey, knowing that every small effort contributes to a larger transformation. Chapter 14, The Mindfulness Toolkit, Scripts for Meditation. Guided meditation scripts can serve as a wonderful anchor to help you ease into a state of calm and awareness. One simple script begins with the invitation to find a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down. Close your eyes gently and take a deep breath in through your nose, feeling your abdomen expand. As you exhale through your mouth, allow your body to release any tension you might be holding. With each breath, imagine inhaling peace and serenity, while exhaling any stress or distractions. Visualize a warm light surrounding you, nurturing and inviting, allowing you to feel safe in this moment. Focus on this light as it becomes brighter with each breath, enveloping you in comfort and tranquility. Allow your mind to wander gently, observing thoughts as if they were leaves floating down a stream. Notice them without judgment and let them drift away. Spend a few moments here, breathing deeply and embracing this openness, before gradually bringing your awareness back to the present. It is essential to remember that while guided scripts offer a structure, adapting them to fit your personal preferences and needs can enhance your experience. You might wish to consider what resonates most with you on any given day. Perhaps you find strength in a particular visualization, or you might connect deeply with affirmations that feel personal and empowering. Feel free to modify the language within the scripts or adjust the pace to suit your comfort level. Adding moments of silence for reflection can also allow deeper connections to emerge during your practice. Creating a unique meditation script tailored to your emotional landscape may lead to healing insights and a richer awareness of your inner self. Always trust your intuition and embrace the freedom to explore what supports your journey. Incorporating meditation into your daily routine can reveal transformative insights, impacting not only your mental space, but also enriching your overall well-being. You might find it helpful to set aside a specific time each day for this practice. Consider choosing a spot in your home that feels serene and inviting. As you settle into this space, remember that every moment is an opportunity to reconnect with yourself. Whether you choose to meditate for a few minutes each day or longer sessions during the week, the key is to create a habit that feels nourishing rather than burdensome. Allow your meditation time to be a sanctuary where you can breathe, feel, release, and simply be. As you cultivate this practice, the scripts you explore may shift and evolve, reflecting the unique journey you are on. Daily Practice Calendar. A daily practice calendar serves as a gentle companion on your mindfulness journey, offering a simple yet effective layout to track your progress. Each day can be a blank canvas awaiting your unique strokes of mindfulness, whether it's a few moments of deep breathing, a mindful walk, or a reflective journal entry. The calendar allows you to document not just your activities, but also your feelings and insights that arise during your practice. This visual representation helps to illuminate patterns and opportunities for growth, shining a light on areas where you may wish to deepen your connection with self-awareness. As you fill in the days, you will start to notice how consistent practice can translate into shifts in your daily life, encouraging a greater sense of peace and presence. Embrace the space the calendar provides. It nurtures your journey, reminding you that every small step counts towards a bigger transformation. The act of maintaining a daily practice calendar also fosters accountability in a loving way. You are not bound by the rigid expectations often imposed by daily life. Instead, you create your own commitments, rooted in what's true for you. Reflecting upon your entries at the end of each week is an opportunity to celebrate your dedication and assess any challenges that may arise. This reflection can reveal insights about your motivations and barriers, allowing for a compassionate understanding of your experiences. By acknowledging your progress, no matter how small, you cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude for your journey and yourself. It's a soulful process that invites authenticity and vulnerability, connecting you with the truths of your own heart. In this way, the daily practice calendar becomes more than just a chart. It is a mirror reflecting your growth and a guide gently nudging you forward. Cultivating a mindfulness practice is not always straightforward. It can bring both calm and discomfort. Yet, this calendar serves as a grounded anchor amidst the ebb and flow of emotions. Consider making time at the end of each month to review your calendar and see how you've evolved. This process can illuminate the impact mindfulness has on your life. How has your perspective shifted? What new insights have emerged? Allow these questions to guide your next steps, reassuring you that every moment spent in mindfulness is a step towards a richer, more meaningful existence, enriching both your spirit and daily interactions. Mindfulness journal templates. Creating space for your thoughts and experiences can be a transformative practice. A mindfulness journal offers a sanctuary where your feelings, reflections, and insights can unfold without judgment. Use these templates to guide your writing. Start each entry by noting the date, the time of day, and your current mood. This simple structure opens the door to deeper exploration. As you write, allow yourself to wander through your mind. Capture fleeting thoughts, vivid emotions, and the sensations of the moment. You might want to include a section for gratitude, noting 3 things you appreciate today, or even a free-write paragraph where you let your thoughts flow uninterrupted. Remember, there is no right or wrong way to express yourself. This is your personal journey of self-discovery. Journaling encourages a reflective practice that amplifies mindfulness. After each session of mindful activity, whether it's meditation, a nature walk, or simply savoring a cup of tea, spend a few moments with your journal. Ask yourself how you felt during the practice, what insights arose, and how your body responded. Write honestly about any challenges you faced, as confronting these moments can deepen your understanding of your mindfulness journey. Consider whether there were moments of clarity or peace, and what emotional shifts occurred. These reflections can help you notice patterns in your practice, revealing what supports your sense of presence and what distractions pull you away. The act of writing can illuminate your path toward greater awareness and compassion, not just for yourself, but for those around you. As you immerse yourself in this journaling practice, let the experience be a conversation with yourself. Write with honesty and kindness, allowing your authentic voice to emerge. Set the intention to revisit your entries periodically, noticing how your thoughts and feelings evolve over time. This retrospective glance can be as meaningful as the act of writing itself, showing you how far you've come and what ongoing insights you still carry. A useful tip is to incorporate visual elements into your journaling, such as drawings, collages, or even simple doodles. These creative expressions can enhance your written reflections, making your journal not just a repository of thoughts, but also a canvas for your emotional landscape. Approach it all with curiosity and openness, and let your mindfulness journal become a cherished companion on your journey toward inner peace. Exploring mindfulness resources. For those seeking to deepen their mindfulness practice, a wealth of resources awaits. Various texts illuminate different aspects of mindfulness. Classics like Jon Kabat-Zinn's Wherever You Go, There You Are offer profound insights on living in the moment, while practical guides such as Mindfulness for Beginners, also by Kabat-Zinn, provide accessible entry points. Additionally, Thich Nhat Hanh's The Miracle of Mindfulness serves as a beautifully reflective companion, filled with gentle wisdom and techniques for weaving mindfulness into daily life. For those inclined towards digital mediums, numerous platforms present guided meditations and mindfulness exercises tailored to diverse preferences. These resources come in various formats to accommodate every learner's style. Audiobooks provide an immersive experience during commutes or workouts, while ebooks facilitate easy highlighting and note-taking, enriching your reflective practice. For a more interactive approach, consider participating in online courses or workshops led by experienced mindfulness practitioners. Engaging with a community can significantly enhance your journey, so seek out local groups or online forums to share insights and learn from others. Together, these diverse resources create a rich landscape for personal exploration and connection within the broader mindfulness community. As you explore these resources, remember that your mindfulness journey is uniquely yours and continually evolving. Allow yourself the space to discover what resonates, whether it's a powerful quote from a text or a calming meditation technique. This exploration can unveil insights that transform your daily experiences and enrich your practice. A practical tip is to set aside a few moments each day to engage with these materials, allowing the lessons to seamlessly integrate into your routine while nurturing a consistent mindfulness practice. Conclusion: living a mindful life. Integrating mindfulness into every aspect of life can appear to be a daunting task, yet it can be remarkably simple and enriching. Mindfulness is not just about meditation. It's a way of being, a lens through which we can perceive reality more clearly. Start by bringing awareness to your daily routines. Whether you are eating, walking, or even doing chores, try to engage fully in the moment. Notice the texture of food, the sensations in your body as you move, or the sounds around you. This practice can transform mundane tasks into profound experiences. It's about finding joy and significance in the ordinary, and allowing each moment to hold its own beauty. The more you practice this intentional awareness, the easier it becomes to cultivate a sense of peace and groundedness throughout your day. The potential for transformation through sustained mindfulness practice is profound. Regularly taking time to be present can lead to reduced stress, improved focus, and a greater sense of well-being. As you cultivate this habit, you might notice shifts in your reactions to challenging situations, a sense of resilience blossoming within you. The pressures of daily life can feel overwhelming, but when approached with mindfulness, they can become more manageable. Slowing down and observing thoughts without judgment allows you to break cycles of reactivity and promotes clarity. It can open pathways to deeper self-understanding and compassion for both oneself and others. The journey of mindfulness is not merely about feeling better in the moment. It's about transforming how you interact with the world and with yourself, paving the way for profound changes in your overall life experience. As you explore integrating mindfulness into your daily life, consider establishing a simple, consistent practice that resonates with you. This might be as straightforward as setting aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. Alternatively, you could engage in mindfulness during moments of routine by recalling to yourself that there are no small moments, only significant experiences waiting to be embraced. Even when emotions are turbulent, remind yourself that it's okay to feel them while also remaining an observer of those feelings. With patience and commitment, the practice becomes a powerful tool for living more intentionally and fully, cultivating a life enriched with presence and awareness. You are the practice. Mindfulness is often portrayed as a goal to achieve, a destination marked by tranquility and clarity. However, this perception can create a barrier to embracing mindfulness in its truest form. The reality is that mindfulness is an ongoing journey, rich with experiences that ebb and flow like the tide. Each moment offers a chance to reconnect, not just with yourself, but with the world around you. As you navigate through your day, consider how each breath can draw you into the present, inviting you to witness what is happening right now. Rather than seeking a final outcome, allow yourself to revel in the process of discovery. The moments of connection and awareness weave together to create a tapestry of understanding that is uniquely yours. Each instant holds its own potential for practice. Mindfulness becomes the art of recognizing that supporting experiences, both pleasant and challenging, are perfect opportunities for growth. When frustration arises during a hectic moment, can you pause to observe your emotions without judgment? When you feel joy, can you immerse yourself fully in that sensation? Every experience calls for your attention, and whether you see it as a challenge or a gift, it lays a foundation for self-inquiry and acceptance. By tuning into these moments, you nurture a compassionate relationship with yourself, allowing every experience to teach you something valuable if you are open to it. Finding this practice in everyday life doesn't require elaborate rituals or hours dedicated to meditation. You can start with simple actions, taking 3 conscious breaths before a conversation, savoring a meal without distractions, or grounding yourself in nature by noticing the details around you. The more you recognize these opportunities for mindfulness, the more deeply rooted you become in the practice itself. It transforms from a task into a natural expression of your being, allowing you to engage with life in an authentic and meaningful way. Remember, you are the practice, evolving and unfolding with each moment that presents itself. Final words and blessings. The journey into mindfulness is a deeply personal and transformative one. As you embark on this path, remember that it is not about perfection, but about presence. Each moment spent in awareness is a step towards greater clarity and peace. Embrace the feelings that arise, whether they are joy, sadness, frustration, or calm. These emotions are part of your human experience. Allow yourself to acknowledge them without judgment. This acceptance brings freedom and the ability to navigate through the complexities of life. In times of doubt or challenge, remind yourself that every moment offers a new beginning. Just as the sun rises each day, you too have the chance to reset and embrace your authentic self. Your commitment to mindfulness is a gift, not only to yourself but to those around you. You are planting seeds of peace that can bloom in unexpected ways, enriching your relationships and enhancing your overall well-being. As you cultivate your practice, I wish for you abundant health, serene peace, and the strength to continue growing. May you discover the beauty in stillness and the power in your breath. Let these blessings wrap around you like a soft blanket, comforting you as you navigate life's ups and downs. Know that each expression of gratitude and each intention you set is an offering to your own spirit. Life is a journey of learning and evolving, and with each mindful step, you are building a bridge to deeper understanding and compassion. In the quiet moments of reflection, may insights flow to you, guiding your heart and mind towards healing and joy. Trust the process, cherish your growth, and remain open to the gifts that each day brings. To further anchor your practice, consider dedicating a few moments each day to check in with yourself. Find a comfortable space to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and simply observe your thoughts and feelings without trying to change them. This small act of tuning in can cultivate greater awareness and enable you to navigate your life with intention. Let this practice be a reminder that stillness holds valuable lessons, not just for you, but for those you touch in your life. By now, you've learned the tools, the techniques, and the small shifts that can make life feel calmer, clearer, and more conscious. But here's the most important truth. Mindfulness isn't something you do, it's something you become. You are not practicing mindfulness to get somewhere. You are practicing to fully arrive where you already are. You will have days where you forget, where you drift, where your mind races like a runaway train. That's not failure. That's the practice. You will have moments where you catch yourself mid-autopilot, gently return to the breath, and remember, oh yes, I'm here. That is the win. Your breath, your body, your relationships, your morning coffee. These are not obstacles to mindfulness. They are the practice itself. And when you stumble, because you will, may you remember to meet yourself with the same compassion you're learning to extend to others. Thank you for walking this path. May you live with presence, kindness, and curiosity, moment by moment, breath by breath. Written and published by Mindful Literary.